Slam Sector contains levels of brain rot that may be harmful or traumatizing to some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome to another special episode of Slam Sector. Can you guess what we're doing today? If you guessed Quar, you are correct. This will be our second game of Quar. We're going to be playing with some updated rules. We're going to be playing better and more accurately. And we're still going to get things wrong, probably. And that's because, if you're new to Slam Sector, we're a seriously casual stream. We're not terribly competitive here. We play for fun. And, we take things easy.
Thanks to our friends over at Zombie Smith Games, we're playing a, as of yet, unreleased version of the rules. So, don't know how much we're allowed to talk about those, but we're going to be playing with them, so, yeah.
So if anything seems off, it's only because we're using the new rules and not because we got anything wrong. Yeah. Don't hold me accountable to that statement. This is Zach. You've seen him here before.
Hey, everybody.
Is this your first game of Quar?
This is my first game of Quar.
All right.
So not only is it my first game of Quar, it's your first game of Quar with the new rules.
Yeah. So, and some new units. We got bikes. We got guns. But more importantly, this Wednesday, we're going to have our after-action report for Quar, where we can break down everything we did wrong, talk about the game, and just, shoot the shit, have a good old time. So you should join us for that, starting at 8. And Monday, it's finally happening. You've been asking for it. Kill Team. It's going to be Matt and Elliot going head-to-head in Kill Team. Should be a good time. So check us out on that. Say what?
Have they announced what factions?
They haven't zeroed them in, but I think it's probably going to be Plague Marines.
Almost definitely Plague Marines.
And some form of Votan. Whether it's
been talking about doing the new Raveners.
Oh, really?
Cool. Yeah.
I hadn't heard about that.
There's rumblings that there might be the new Raveners.
Like Trimmers-style rumblings?
Yeah, Trimmer-style rumblings, yeah. From all the tunnels, because their rules are batshit
That would be
insane.
a funny Kill Team game if we made a model of, like, the Trimmers, like, grocery store with the water tank, and had, like,
One of the Kill Teams is just, like, inside the bottom of the fucking thing. Yeah.
But anyway, let's take a look at those lists, assuming we have them. I don't even know if we have lists.
We don't, but here's a mission.
All right, let's take a look at the mission.
The mission we're playing today is Take and Hold. The main objective is Take and Hold. At the end of the turn, count how many ready riflers each side has within 3 inches of an objective marker. Establish which side has a majority. And based on the ratio of that majority, you get victory points. Secondary mission, Not the Hill to Die On. The force that has the most functional riflers left at the end of the battle gains 5 VP. Incapacitated riflers that were escorted off the battlefield grant 1 VP. Minor objective. Commanders earn a point of pluck at the end of their active round for each objective that they control with a majority. And also, just so you guys know, you guys and me, we can both decide when something really cool narratively happens in the game, either something really awesome or something really stupid, and we can give them just victory points or pluck if we want to. So,
holy shit.
Yeah. So keep your eyes out for anything cool that happens, and let me know in chat, and maybe, just maybe, we'll give somebody some points to play with. You guys, if you want to, can kind of like walk through your forces. Starting with the Filthy Royalists.
Filthy Royalists. That's me. You gonna do a camera shot?
I'm thinking about it.
All right, up here front, we've got just a rifler. His name was Grenadus in the last battle. I can't remember if he survived or not.
Everyone survived.
This is a little hard to see, but I have an RCO right here with 3 crew, gunner, loader, spotter. Then I've got a Yawdrill back here with 3 riflers with them. And then hiding in the backfield, I have 1 trench raider, which is my custom-built trench raider. I actually have the actual models now, but I didn't have time to put them together. So he's got a sword on his back, so you know what he is.
What's that RCO shoot?
The RCO shoots a big old gun. It is a blast weapon. 2d6, -2 to your take cover save. And where's its stats? Yeah. It's got slow reload, It's got to have 2 crew. It's got a gun shield, which gives me cover, and it's heavy 2-4. And I'm pretty sure I know how to use it properly. I've been on the Discord, double checking things, looking through the archives. So we'll see what happens. Oh, it's also got a 12-inch range band, which is
That's pretty solid.
pretty long range for Quar.
All right. So I have an auto cycle. This guy has an SMG and a pistol. And he can leave his cycle behind and go on foot, which is super cool. I have here a heavy rifler. He's got basically a BAR, except it's not automatic. Shoots big bullets, and he's got two more heavy riflers here behind this tree. You can't really see them. I have 3 submachine gun riflers and a Bozan.
Bozan?
Bozan?
Is how I've always
Is there a
heard
naval
of it.
person that can correct us in chat?
Yeah.
Apparently these guys live in the desert, and they are all naval ranks. So I have
Do
a
they have,
bosun,
like,
a
sand
mate,
boats?
an able. These guys are ables. Yeah, they're sand boats. The Iron Lords are in these trains of sand tractors, like the sand people in Tatooine.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Land trains.
Land trains,
Yeah.
And I have a bunch of ables with swords and pistols, and they have a mate commanding them, and I have a guy with 2 pistols. Which, if you didn't see that, which you didn't, just imagine Matt saying the phrase 2 pistols, and you'll know exactly what I did.
I think everybody could envision what was going on.
All right, so first turn is decided by who deployed first. Who deployed first?
I did.
Ryan, you deployed first. Hell yeah. You guys shuffled the activation deck?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
So pull the top one off and don't look at it.
Well, you can look at it.
Nope.
Just don't show me.
Nope.
Yo,
Pull
you
the
don't-
top one off and don't look at it.
You don't look at it
let me
anymore?
do it. Let me do it.
You don't look anymore?
No. You pull one off the top so you can't count it.
Oh, that's the discard.
Yeah.
I
So,
was going to count them, but you just pulled one off the top. Now I can't.
well, now you can't count them anymore. So, Zach, now you can draw Ryan's card and you can look at it.
You don't have to look at it.
You don't have to look at it.
I don't look at it because Jordan always tries to get me to reveal
I would literally never do that.
what I got. So how many's on there?
Don't look at the
Is there
reflection
4
of
on
my
there?
glasses.
Is there 4 on there?
Yeah.
What is it? It's 3, 4, or 5?
Yeah.
It can't be like 2, right?
There's 3 3s, 3 5s, and 4 4s, if I remember correctly.
So you know you have 3. And then you're not even allowed to ask until you've used your 3.
Well, I can ask, but
You don't
you're
have
not,
to tell him.
You're not supposed to tell me. I can ask all
He can
I
ask
want.
all day.
Yeah, which is what Jordan does to me, so I just don't even look at it. It's a surprise to me, too. All right, so I'm going to activate my gunner and his loader, and they're going to move with the gun, which is a heavy, so it moves 4 inches if there's 2 of them pushing it. And as far as I understand it, even though the crew is 3, I only get to move 2 of the guys with this. So oh wait, I just moved the guy. It's like it's gonna be hard for me to not think of them as a squad and think in 40k terms. All right. And then I'm going to put them on Overwatch for my second activation. Do I have a third activation?
Yes, you always have a third activation.
Oh, right. 3, 4, 5. Look, I'll just
Ryan
switch-
studied the rules before we started this.
I did, and I forgot them all. I only had 4 cups of coffee today, so I'm really barely hanging on. Oh, I got these guys reversed. That's the spotter, that's the loader. It is important because the gunner shoots, and the spotter has to be touching the gunner. And the loader's not actually a loader. Like in rules terms, that's just the name.
He's a loader in name only.
That's something that they mentioned in the Discord. Like, oh yeah, that is confusing.
What does he do? Does he give you a buff?
So spotters, if you have a spotter, like they have to be the same type of unit or whatever, like a sharpshooter or whatever. If they're in base to base, I get a +1 to my attack roll. If someone is a loader for a weapon, like if the weapon has the loading keyword, you can put a guy next to him and designate them the loader. That gives them a +1 also. But he's just the guy who loads the gun, not a loader. He doesn't do anything special. He's just a crewman.
All right.
That's all he is. So they're on Overwatch. Do we have tokens? I know we had them before.
Where they are. Just the colorful ones that are down there.
Oh, these things.
Oh,
Courtesy of Sean. Oh, what is that? Oh, I thought that was a bug. I got scared for a second. I thought the Raveners were already here. I'm going to use orange for Overwatch. Orange Overwatch. Do I have a third? Nope, a fourth activation.
Yes.
All right. And just so you know, both these guys moved with this because it has the heavy thing, and that's like a single activation. Have them both push it. Just so you didn't think I was cheating.
I didn't think you were.
I think Jordan.
I thought he was cheating.
Yeah, see, I knew it. I fucking knew it. Leadership task. I am going to do group movement for a pluck. And they're going to sprint. And it's going to be these guys. All of these guys.
You've been plucked.
Get
Yeah.
plucked. Are you feeling plucky, punk? I can't remember. Can you move through friendly models in this? I don't think you can. Yeah. This ain't 40K. This is real war. Your Aldril says, "Get up there, boys."
Poll's tied right now. 50-50.
I'm sure somebody in chat's spitting out royal hate.
Quarantine, more like quarring time.
Hell yeah.
It was a good try, Sean.
I feel like Quar would enjoy a good pun. You know? This seems up their alley. God, his little bill got stuck in the foliage. His, like, snoot. Do I have a fifth action?
You do.
Holy crap. That never happens. For me, at least.
I'm not going to tell you this, but it literally happened in the first round.
Oh my god. We called these... Did we call these normal cover?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Grenadis is going to run up. And I assume I don't have a sixth action.
No. Do we reshuffle? Hang on to this to reshuffle it?
You put it face down, but you don't reshuffle it until the deck is empty.
Okay.
So then I draw yours, and I'm not even going to look at it.
All right. All right. Now I have to stop thinking about playing and actually play. Right. It's the hard part.
Best strategy is smooth brain, which is pretty much what I'm doing.
Yeah. Okay. I've got my. Here he is. This guy is my Bozan. He's going to do a leadership action to make all of these guys sprint. So you can do three guys. So that their movement is 5, so they can 10. Yep, that's plenty. So they are just going to skedaddle, but not actually skedaddle.
Hold on 1 second.
Can you see them for an Overwatch?
And I don't know if it's worth it. It'd be a hell of a long shot.
Plus, that'd be through this cover.
Yeah, you'd have light cover on the guy. I'm gonna do it because you're clustered together. I might as well try.
Oh, that's wise, yeah.
It is a long shot, but
All right, and for Overwatch,
so because it's a blast weapon, you don't get a response. You are pretty sure you're in the 3rd range band, which would be a -2 base.
what's your range?
12. Is that even in range?
This is, yeah, that's where he was.
Okay.
So 36.
So -2. Light
Minus
cover.
1 for this cover.
So
That's great.
-1, so -3. I have a skill of 12. And I have a spotter, which gives me a +1, so it's -2, so I need a 10. I'm looking at you. And then, depending on what I get, we'll determine the drift. 9. Let me just double check all the variables. I don't want to shortchange you since it's so close. No bushes. Additional range bands, -2. Light
Does this
cover.
happened at the start of his move.
So with
wherever in the move he wants to have.
Oh,
yeah, so it'd be at the start. Yeah, put him back where he is. Let me just double check. Let's make sure it's in range.
You're on his nose. Is it model or base?
I think it's base.
You're not on his base.
All right, well,
You're about 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch off.
just out of range then. So he doesn't overwatch yet.
All right. Well, this guy is 10 inches.
But you were staring down the cannon's barrel.
That.
I'm going to assume I can't see any of that after they're closer. It's such a close thing.
All right. That was 1 pluck.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you track the pluck on there, don't you?
And they can be targeted through bushes.
Yeah,
They're just -1
it just gives a -1, which adds up with cover.
Right.
But I don't know if I can really see that. It depends. Oh yeah, I can see the bush basically. So if you crossed over there, I could shoot you.
Oh, yeah.
But if you like moved up just to there, to where like I couldn't see you without you being behind this, you would have a -3. But because of the cover, the obscuring, and the obstructing, I said those backwards. But you know what I meant.
So that's 1. This guy, he's one of my heavy riflers. He can move 5. This has to be within 36, right?
Yeah. Basically, if you move out of your deployment zone, I can shoot you because you were just out inside your deployment zone.
I think he can stay out and get behind these rocks if he goes
Yeah,
parallel
probably.
to the.
Should be able to.
It's 36. Or actually, he doesn't have to move in a straight line, right?
No, you can. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, these guys are actually going to stand still for the moment.
Okay.
This guy, he's going to move his 15 inches. And just end up zooming over to here. Actually, I imagine they don't really so much as put.
Oh, yeah. Something like that.
Yeah. This guy, he's got all 10 inches, so he's just going to... He's going to poke out there. Do I have a fourth action?
I don't know. Let's find out. No.
Curses.
Yeah, put that face down, then you draw my next one. I will activate RCO. Moves 4. Trundle up the board with its 2 crew. That's 1 activation. It's going to go on Overwatch for 2. Third activation will be to put the gunner up next to it. Do I have a fourth activation?
You do.
Actually, that was 2. That was 3. Yeah, I do. Sorry. Still getting used to the whole heavy thing. I have a fourth activation. Here's a question. Do I want to run out with my riflers? I don't think I can even see that heavy rifler. No, he's pretty behind the rock. Pretty well hidden. I am going to do another leadership for a pluck. Leadership move. Piled in. They're going to move into this cover here. I'm going to leave 1 guy on this corner. This guy's going to hop up right here. They don't have to stay in 5 inches after the move. They just have to be within it to start, right? The leadership. Okay. Yeah. Let me just check this guy's line of fire. He's going to peek out. Do I have a fifth action?
You do not.
Ah, curses. All right. Oh, I didn't look. I kind of looked. But I don't really know anything.
All right.
And those guys are on Overwatch, but the riflers are not.
Do buildings shield from blast from the template? Does that go through the cover?
I think it goes... If you're behind cover, you get a bonus to your take cover check. So it does go through, but you get a bonus.
Okay.
But you already get a penalty. So that'd be good to be in cover, but it just depends on the direction. And it's also worth noting that if, depending on what you roll on your take cover check, you might get blasted to the edge of the template. So it can like throw you out of cover. All
right. Since 8.
What's Chad up to?
Just talking about bad puns. Good puns, bad puns. No good puns here.
Good puns.
Only bad puns.
All
puns are good
All
puns.
puns are good.
Yeah. So bad
Is
puns
that
are
true?
good. Bad puns are good puns. Good puns are good puns.
I can give you a poll update. You want a poll update?
Let's poll update.
Filthy Royalists are at 33%.
Of course.
Based Arnyara is at 57. Oh, it just changed. 43 to 57 now. Somebody just voted for the Filthy Royalists.
We're so filthy.
So royal.
Disgusting.
Y'all don't even know how filthy we are.
Disgusting.
So you haven't done anything yet, right?
No, not yet. All right, you've still got that annoying guy commanding the firing lane.
I have no idea how good that thing is in application, so...
I am going to move my heavy rifler, or one of them anyway.
Do any of your figures have names? Inquiring Chuckles would like to know.
There's Hogeith. I guess
Is
Grenadis.
Hogeith on the board?
Hogeith is on the board. He's the loader for the RCO. It fires baguettes.
Camera's gone sicko mode.
All right, so when the leader
You
does
can see him reaching for his baguettes. Sorry.
when the leader does a leadership action such as everybody let's go, whatever it's called, where everybody moves together, does the leader have to move with the group?
I don't. He just has to be in range of them at the start. He can like tell them to run forward. So kind of a cowardly leader, if you're asking me. But no, I don't think he doesn't have to move. I don't
So
think.
he can hang back and then tell another group to run forward.
He can tell 3 guys to run forward if he has leadership 3. But like he can't replace himself with someone else.
Right.
Like he can only command 3 guys, and then he himself can move. And it counts as him taking an action, which is they have a limit of 2. So
Right. Okay.
If you didn't want to risk him,
Oh, I don't care about risking. I'm just trying to think of a way to move all my guys.
yeah, like if you had like waves of guys, which you kind of do, and like a few leaders, you could have one leader who's like, "You guys go, you guys go."
Right.
Yeah. Is that what you're like trying to do?
Yes, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. They just have to be within his range at the start, and he can only move a number equal to his thing. Although you can only do that twice per turn for each leader because you only have 2 actions. And now I don't think there's a limit on leadership actions. Yeah.
All right. Where's my guy? There he is. He is going to do a leadership action for up to 2 guys and himself. And he is going to command these 2 heavy riflers to advance, and we'll see how that goes for them.
Sprint.
Yes, sprint. Which means they have to move more than 5.
Yeah, show me the path you're taking.
Yeah.
Before you move. It's a pretty handy little thing for this.
And then I want him to be maybe 16. No, he's going to be 24.
He's pulling his Quar out. Disgusting. This is a
So
family show.
this guy, he's going to go here. Just double check that that's in range. It is. It's going to go close enough to be.
How does this work with group move and interrupts? and stopping.
Oh, that's a good question.
move.
Do they all move at the same time?
I guess wherever I stop somebody, like where's the other guy going?
The other
I'll
guy.
stop him at the same inches.
Yeah.
Whichever guy I pick. That makes the most
Maybe.
sense to me.
The other guy is going to go. Here. He's going to go over here. So. He's going to end up right there.
Okay.
It's like 9 inches. So you have line of sight from the big gun.
Yeah, I was considering
right
snapshotting
here.
you. I'm not going to Overwatch.
Okay.
I'll let them do their thing.
Right, and both of them are going to go prone at the end of their move.
All right. Keep them upright. We'll use purple for prone.
Oh,
Yeah, because you're supposed to use tokens.
that makes sense.
We had some at one point. Oh my god. He's going prone too.
Yes.
As long as we can keep the alliteration, purple prone, orange Overwatch. Green gobsmacked, yeah. We have a different color green.
The leader is going to move just a couple inches forward. As part of, does he have to sprint if he does commands him as the leadership command, or is it just you get to do a move?
They may always include themselves in the task. So the task is sprinting, so he has to move.
So he has
sprint,
to move
yeah.
at the sprint.
He doesn't have to move, but if he does move, it's got to be a sprint. This is how I would interpret that. Otherwise, it'd be two different tasks.
Right, that makes sense. All right, he is going to move more than 5 inches, so he's going to move out, give this guy a high five, and then come back a couple inches. Is that okay?
All right. Yeah, I guess. I mean, that would I would say that counts. Unlike 40K.
That absolutely counts. Okay.
No, I was going to say, like, unlike 40K, I could stop him at that extra movement and shoot him if I had someone available.
So, yeah, just end up there, and I think that's range. I'm happy with that. That's 3. Do I have a 4th?
I don't know.
Give it back. Isn't that the one you already used?
No, I stick the one that is for the game. You do have a 4th.
Okay.
I'll put this one over here so it's more obvious.
All right. I'm going to take the first shot of the game,
Whoa!
which is this heavy rifler against that guy right there, which I think he can see.
What's the range?
Can he see through the stairs? Is that obstructing? Or does it just count as cover? His range is 8 inches.
We were counting the buildings as normal.
Yeah.
And you're shooting this front rifler?
Whichever one's closest.
Yeah, it's got to be him. So, 24 inches. Yeah, I would say he has normal cover from that. Because it's going through the building.
And
And
so
I guess you can shoot through that. You can see him. So, and so your range is 8.
range is 8, so that's 3 range bands.
So, well, it's 2 outside of your first.
2 outside the
so
first.
it's -2 for range, -2 for cover.
Then that -2 gets reduced to a -1 because he's large caliber.
This is large caliber. Then
He's prone, which gets him something.
I think that gets him defense. Makes it harder to hit him.
Yes, it makes it harder to hit. Okay, that's fine.
I will return fire. So you're at a -4.
At a -3.
2 for range, 2 for the cover, then you take 1 away, and then -1 for me returning fire.
Oh, returning fire, so -4 total, yes.
Yeah.
And
So what's your skill?
skill, I have some of that, I think. Heavy is skill 11.
So you would need to roll a 7 or lower?
I need to roll 7 or lower. And is it 2d6 or 3d6?
2d6.
2d6. All right, show me 7s. Show me 1s. 7!
7.
Ha!
All right. And so you pass it. Target is out of action.
First blood!
We'll use red for out of action because it looks like
That's a
blood.
good idea. Yeah.
It breaks the alliteration, but it makes sense.
Also purple for prone.
Yeah, we got that.
No, I mean, he falls prone.
Oh, right. And then he does not get his reaction. I should have shot him with the cannon. Oh well.
All right, do I have a 5th activation?
You do not.
Begin.
All right. So we're gonna do a check on my boy. Oh yeah, you gave us the. I just didn't trust your quick action charts. All right, so I roll a d6. Both those guys are in base to base. I'll do it with the Yawdrill, which is the guy on the right. My right. 3d6. You take the highest?
No.
I'm not shooting. Wait, you roll 3d6 for shooting?
I mean, because you can get an 8.
Oh, true. Oh.
We should probably re-roll that then.
Yeah,
I'll roll
so
one
you,
more.
Roll
So
a third die.
yeah, you had a 9.
I rolled a 7, so that's a
7, yeah, you needed
that
7.
misses.
So
That
you
fails.
that fails.
Right.
Okay, so none of this happened.
Right.
I know how to play the game.
I trusted you.
I'm getting mixed up with another game. Too many skirmishes. Too little.
Welcome to Skirmish Summer, baby. The real reason we're doing this is to fuck with Ryan.
My brain is skirmished right now. All right. Now that I've been fucked with,
On a channel where one man has to play every skirmish, how much will he be fucked with?
all the fuck.
Oh, is Chuckles in the chat?
He was. I don't know if he still is.
Well, shout out to Chuckles for helping me paint these guys very quickly.
Oh,
Really
nice.
appreciate the help.
When is Chuckles gonna make his own Arnyaran army?
Probably the next time I lock him in my workshop, which I have
Wait.
proven works at least once.
What do you mean lock him in your
He
workshop?
kidnapped Chuckles and locked
nothing.
him in his workshop.
Chuckles
I thought it was
completely
pretty obvious.
voluntarily painted my army for me.
We don't endorse forced labor on the slam sector. Or maybe we do, I don't know.
Well, I didn't deny him moth cakes, so I think we're still good on rules of war.
All right, that's true. Yeah. We will activate. Oh, fuck it. Have you drawn my card?
Yes.
Look me in the eyes. I know everything I need to know now.
I haven't even looked at it.
Yeah, I mean, we might as well keep pushing this damn gun up the fucking street.
Yes, get it closer. I want to hit it with my sword.
I don't think I'm gonna get much closer than this.
No, get it closer. I want to hit it with my
I
sword.
just want to get within 2 range bands so I can go kablooey.
Really should have moved more guys while you're still at 3 range. Interesting.
I mean, it's hard to say. Oh wait, this would be a different activation.
Yeah, it's hard to say because if it had gone badly, they were all clumped together. That could have hit like 6 guys at once.
Yeah, I really don't know how effective this thing is, to be honest. I know how it functions, but I don't know enough. I haven't played the game enough to know how good it is. They'll go there. That's 1 activation, 2 activations. I'm gonna advance, or I can't use that term. I'm going to use a pluck for leadership with my Yawdril. Move these guys up. And what's the possession range on the
3 inches.
3 inches?
Which you're within.
But this mission wants me to have like a bunch of guys.
Well, if I don't have anybody, then it doesn't matter.
That's true. Is at the end of the round?
So at the end of your round, this is a round.
So he
Your
does get points
activations
for
are
this.
a round.
Okay.
Oh.
You won't get any points, but you'll get a pluck
You'll get a pluck.
for controlling an objective.
And then at
At the end of the turn,
when the deck empties,
Yeah.
then I'll get
then we score the objectives.
Okay.
One speed says, "I hope Chuckles is all right."
He apparently got moth cakes.
He's been in there for no more than 9 days.
Do I have
Chuckles hasn't been on the channel in a while.
the coveted 4th action?
Let me find out. You do not.
Shit.
At least you're going in order. 5, 4, 3.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Guess I must draw and hide. That's 1 card, right? These are thick cards.
Yes, they are.
Extra thick. Quar are kind of thick themselves a little bit.
Girl, you're thicker than a bowl of oatmeal.
They got them haunches.
All right, so remind me, when a Quar has 2 weapons, he has to choose, unless he has multi-attack, right? He has to choose which weapon he's shooting
I
with.
believe so, yeah.
That's what I thought. That makes this make sense. You have 1 guy or 2 guys?
3 guys.
You have 3 guys over there. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
But I can only snapshot once against a single move action. Unlike the Wild West of our previous game.
Our last game was absurd,
Yeah. The Battle of Bloody Corner.
but luckily we've been corrected. And
I am
We're going to
queuing-
get different rules wrong this time.
I am queuing up on the same corner
You
with
are-
the death zone.
This is like starting to look a little familiar.
Are you getting flashbacks?
Yeah, I have PTSD. I'm like shell shocked from our last game.
There's no Cryphin here to like lay down.
No, it's just a robot LMG.
It's not a robot. It's just it's a little tractor. A little Scooty thing.
Scooty Puff Jr.
Yeah.
Have you named it?
I was caught between Little Thumpy and Hogeeth's Revenge.
Hogeeth's Revenge.
Yeah,
It
I
has to
think
be.
I think it's Hogeeth's Revenge.
So
Especially since Hogeeth is the loader for it.
who are your other characters? So we had Hogeeth. We had
I just had Hogeeth and Grenatus.
nobody
Grenatus
else
is not
named.
Grenatus is not a very good name.
Grenatus is a great name.
I kind of, in the back of my head, had named my sharpshooter Sharps McShooty. But that's also not a good name.
Sharps.
And he's not a sharpshooter this game. Like this was the sharpshooter last game that was the bane of Jordan.
Yeah, hate that guy.
So he can climb over this cart by spending 1 inch of movement, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Right, that's perfect. That's exactly how much movement he's got. He's
Climb
gonna
to his
do
doom.
9 inches. If there's 10 available.
Hold.
And you're going to snapshot.
I think so. Let me see what the Doru. Doru has a snap of 1, but it's also got a range band of 4. So it's the bullpup SMG.
He's within... Yep, that's just inside 12 inches.
It's the front guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, it would be 2 range bands. So it'd actually be better than the rifle.
So he's in the 3rd range band, right?
Yeah. So it'd be a -2. The rifle has a snapshot of -3, and it'd be in the 2nd range band. So I'll spend a pluck, and I'll snapshot with my Doru.
And I can't respond to the snapshot. Or I can't react to the snapshot.
You can, yeah.
And I will...
The thing that happens if you react to the snapshot is wherever I shoot you in your movement, you would stop there. But you're at the end of the movement, so it doesn't really matter.
Well, I think that I would react by doing skedaddle, right?
Yeah, skedaddle.
And skedaddle is...
I think it's a -4.
Yes.
All right. So I'm at a -3. I'm at a -7.
Does that cost a pluck?
Yeah, skedadling's not a plug. I don't think returning fire is not a pluck either, right?
None of the reactions are.
Yeah.
And he's sprinting, so that's another -2.
Oh, -9.
Does that stack with skedaddle? Skedaddle seems really strong. Let me find skedaddle. That feels too strong.
Well, the thing about skedaddle is you can get gobsmacked from it. So there's a little bit of a risk.
Yeah, if he rolls well enough, he can gobsmack you and then move you wherever he wants, cover.
Gotcha.
So it's you're leaving things up to a little bit of chance, but it does make it a lot harder for me to hit you. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they stack.
Okay.
Because they're not.
But you still have an auto hit if you roll a 4 or 5, right?
Yeah, I could still go crazy. But so that's -4 for skedaddle, -2 for sprint, -3 for mine things. That's -9, and then -1 for cover.
Is that normal cover or light cover?
That's light cover. So that's a -10. So I'd have to get a critical. But screw it.
It's possible.
It could happen. Skedaddle.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What did you need?
Close.
He
needed a 5,
2,
basically.
technically. Yeah. So he skedaddles, but we got a skill check result of 12 or less. Attacking commander moves the target towards the cover, and the target is gobsmacked. So I can't get you into better cover than you're already in, which means you don't move. Okay. So you just gobsmacked there.
Okay. Green for gob.
Yeah, this is the different green, right?
Yeah. That's kind of a puke green.
Yeah, I mean that's a gob green.
Gross for gobsmack.
It's gob green.
Yeah.
Goblin
green.
Yeah. So yeah.
I don't know where those other ones that we had before went.
I ate them.
Oh, it's a source of fiber.
Yeah. So that was your first activation?
Yep. All right, he is prone as well because he became gobsmacked from a ranged attack. For my second activation, he is going to pull himself together and get rid of the gobsmack.
All right.
But he is still prone.
That's just a recovery action?
Yeah, recovery action.
Gobsmacked.
Right. And then my third activation, I have 15 inches on the bike.
Zoom, zoom.
And unlike tractors, he doesn't have to turn. He can just, I imagine he just does that skid where he...
The Akira skid?
Yeah. It sends mud everywhere.
If I was on an auto cycle, that's all I would ever do.
Yeah.
I'd probably also be in the hospital a lot.
So yeah, he's just gonna bike. He's just going to bike over to here.
I think that's what they sound like. They're like really good idle. We have sound effects at Slam Sector.
Welcome to Sound Sector.
Okay, anyway, so that was your third activation?
That's my third activation. Do I have a fourth?
Yes.
All right. He is going to shoot with his SMG.
How dare you?
I think it's his SMG.
Oh man, is Gobsmack worse than it used to be?
It might
Oh,
be.
wait, did
Because
we...
now the only thing you can do in Gobsmack is prone movement towards cover and the recover action. That's like the only things you can do.
Oh.
I feel like it wasn't that way before, right?
I honestly don't remember what it was before.
Oh, yeah, he's just...
Oh,
gonna...
so just so you are aware, when you do recover, you can choose to stand up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he'll
If-
go ahead and stand up since he has cover. Thank you. Yeah, he's going to just smeg over the closest guy. Yep.
He regular moved.
He regular moved. And it is a snapshot because he's mounted on his auto cycle. So that's a -2. And then
No, that's just inherently a snapshot.
it's
on
inherently a
the bike?
snapshot.
Okay.
Or no, it's not a snapshot, but it uses a snapshot debuff.
Right. Yeah, I mean that's basically yeah.
Basically the same thing.
So -2 for that, -4. What's the range increment?
The range is 6, which I
pretty-
think he's in.
It's a pretty good SMG. So you're in that. Now I have to respond. You're at -4. Well, your skill's what, 11?
12 for the auto cycle. Oh, yeah.
Oh. Okay. That. So. Oh, I didn't respond because I didn't think I had to block. I'm going to react. I'm going to interrupt fire at the end of his movement.
Okay.
With the Yawdril. Because as far as I saw, you can react as many times, interrupt as many times as you want. You just can only do it once per move action. Like you only fire one guy, but a single guy can fire a bunch. Okay. And then I can still react if he shoots me after this, right? As far as I can tell, you can still do that?
I don't know. Somebody will tell us if we're wrong.
All right.
Either in the comments or in chat.
Now that I know I have 2 pluck, I'm going to spend that pluck immediately
Oh my god.
to interrupt fire at the end of your movement.
That's a snapshot, right?
That is going to be a snapshot. It's basically the same thing I just did to the other guy.
Right. That
But-
should only cost 1 pluck, though, right?
It's only 1 pluck.
Yeah.
But I wanted to hold on to a pluck
Oh,
for
okay.
a group move.
You're not spending 2 pluck. You just wanted to.
I didn't want to spend it if I only had 1 left. But since Jordan tried to rob me.
Excuse me, you never would have known if I hadn't said anything.
Yeah, I know.
Since you're within 6 inches, are you going to try and uncover the secrets of the past?
Oh, yeah, I am going to actually uncover the secret of the past. The secret secondary
Unseal the
objective.
past.
Unseal the
Yeah.
past.
It's nothing but hoagies all the way down. So you are 1 range increment out from me, as far as I can tell, just barely. So it'll be a -2. You didn't sprint, right?
Did not sprint.
He's as fast as.
I don't think he can sprint.
Why
Maybe he
not?
can sprint,
So I'm at a -3.
but he didn't move far enough to sprint.
Can he skedaddle on a bike?
Didn't say that he couldn't.
What's the go to the auto cycle? This is a weird situation where we're.
May not enter difficult terrain. They may not go prone or dive for cover.
Oh, so dive for cover is skedaddle.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Um,
They changed the name.
So
Oh, I like skedaddle.
you could react fire.
Skedaddle
Oh,
is
it's
the new
skedaddle.
name.
Oh, okay, good.
Dive for cover was the old name.
You could react fire to me.
Okay, yeah, definitely gonna do that.
So if he reacts fire, does he get his snap fire twice? Because you get you add your snap for being on the bike, and then normally when you react, you snap fire.
Probably, yes.
I would
Because
assume
you're not snap firing twice. You're adding the modifier and then snap firing.
In order to fire, the rifler may either stay mounted and apply their weapon's snap fire modifier or dismount.
So yeah, you get your snap fire modifier twice, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably should have dismounted at the end of that. That's all right. Okay, so yeah, I'll shoot you.
Well, I get to shoot first.
But
I'm reacting to your movement, and then you're shooting at me as a response. I'm interrupting your movement. You're reacting to my
first.
Okay.
And then if you survive and you shoot me, I'm going to respond to you by shooting you.
Yeah.
So there's still a little bit of shenanigans.
So
gonna
it's
be
a little
like-
firefight.
There's
It's
gonna
like
be
a
like 4 shots
firefight.
back and forth
Yeah.
if everybody lives.
They're just like,
assuming nobody dies. Yes.
It's just like one handing his SMG. He's just like.
So I'm at a -3. Right, snapfire, range, cover, yeah. And I have a skill.
Yeah, that's light cover.
It's light cover. I have a skill of 12. So I need a
Snapfire's only
9.
1. Nice.
Here we go. It's not a 9.
It is 12.
12. So I can't pluck that.
Okay.
So I miss. So now you get to fire back.
And this is my response, my react, not my.
This is your reaction to me shooting you.
Right.
This is not your shot.
So this is
you're-
against the guy who snap fired,
Yeah.
not necessarily my initial target.
Well, I think that he's the closest guy.
Okay, if he's the closest guy.
Assume when you declared your shot earlier, that didn't happen.
Yeah,
Because this is happening before.
This is happening before. Okay,
This is
so
happening
that
before.
might-
So,
okay.
so yeah, you could shoot someone else if you kill him here.
All right.
So you get, what's your snap fire?
Snap fire is -2.
So -4, if we understand it correctly.
Yes.
-6 for cover.
No. Why is it -4?
Because you're snap firing
I'm
and
doing a snap fire and I have the snap.
And-
yeah,
and-
okay,
and you're on a bike.
-6 for cover, so -10.
It's minus. Whoa, no, just
Whoa.
-6.
Oh, -6 total.
And then I shot. Oh no, you're shooting at me. I should have been one less. I missed anyway. So you're at a -6.
Okay. And my skill is
And
12.
You're within your first range increment.
Yes.
So you need a 6.
That's easy.
Yeah, that's easy enough.
Easy.
oof.
Ouch. That's 12.
12. Let me double check one thing. If you roll bad enough,
Can I spend pluck to mess with one of those dice?
you can only
You can only modify it up 1 or down.
yeah, you
Up
can only
one.
modify
Up
it
one or
one.
Yeah,
down.
that's not.
Up or down 1.
That's what it was.
Yeah, we both rolled 12, didn't we?
Yep, we did.
So just so we're aware, if we roll a 16 or higher, it's a bad thing happens to the attacker. So now
Now
You can
I can
attack.
declare my target. I'm going to shoot the closest guy.
he's going to respond by shooting you. So do your attack, which is 2, 4. It's just -4 because it's a normal attack.
So looking for an 8. Or under. Need an 8. 10. That's
Yeah.
not an 8.
You can't
Ooh.
pluck that one. And I'd be at the same modifier. Right? Yeah. My attack's the same. I just don't have to spend a pluck to do it on this reaction. Right?
And
Yeah.
I
Nice.
can't. Right. Never mind.
You can't react to this reaction.
All right, just
Otherwise,
checking.
it'd just be
Yeah.
This would be never-ending back
all
and
the other
forth.
Quar would be like standing there like, all right, guys. Some of us want to fight.
What are they doing over there?
So I need a 9.
Hey!
That's
Ooh, a
pretty
5.
good.
That is good.
That is
Automatic hit.
Automatic hit, target is automatically out of action.
All right, so here's a fun thing that happens with auto cycles.
He drifts.
Yeah.
Oof.
All right, so auto cycle. He
I
is
love
taken
this roll.
out of action. He continues straight forward for 5 inches and then falls prone.
Does he fall off the bike?
Yes, dismounting rifler.
Does the fight run into his guy?
I don't
Let's
think.
see.
As far as I understand, they don't really have a melee.
Yeah, but what
Thing.
if you did it anyway? I think you should have to take a might test against that.
Fortunately for me, I'm not. You're not playing the game.
I'll give you a pluck if you do it.
What would be his might roll? I guess his might.
Yeah, his might versus your whatever. What is the toughness?
So that's like a melee combat result?
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait, no. Melee might roll?
Yeah.
It doesn't say where he falls prone. Dismounting the rifler. Dismount.
I mean, you can... Wherever.
I'll just
He falls off somewhere along that path.
yeah. And he's prone.
Is he's also out of action?
Yes, he is also out of action.
So I get a pluck? The hell is that? Sputum on this.
You can get a side shot of that. Stupid trees.
Got that. Him leaning against the door, fucking dying.
Oh. Ow.
Look, he did a noble charge.
Ow.
What is his might roll?
If you actually want this, his might is 1d6 plus 1 for the auto cycle.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll test it for a pluck.
Hell yeah.
Who's rolling? You or I?
It's your bike, so you roll. Oh, shit. So the bike goes barreling into him and gobsmacks him. Should have known this would go poorly.
And
Look,
he
you
just
earned a
hit
plus for
someone
it,
with
though.
his bike.
You know what? Fucking worth it. So this is so many tokens over here now. That's on my yaw drill. Are these guys in range? Yeah, they are. Well, that was your fourth activation,
Was that my fourth? What did I do?
or maybe that was your third.
I moved this guy.
Move that guy.
Moved
Move shots. That was three.
Oh, he got ungobsmacked. So
That
my
was
fourth.
four.
Yeah. Do I have a fifth activation?
No. Just four.
All right, deck is running low.
All right. That guy, I can't forget that guy's up.
Chuckle said he'll be great if he gets every figure's name.
Well, this guy is named Lawrence for hopefully obvious reasons. How literate are our viewers?
I'm not literate, so I don't know.
Do you get that reference?
No.
I get it.
He gets it.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it?
Lawrence of Arabia.
T. Lawrence, yeah.
Oh,
Lawrence
is
Arabia.
that literally it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He died in a motorcycle crash.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that part.
Makes sense.
I thought you were just calling him back because he's from the desert and he's mounted.
That's right. I was
Well,
like,
that
I didn't
too,
want to
yeah.
assume that.
That's way.
Now that
yeah.
I know about the motorcycle accident
Yeah.
thing, it makes
T-
way more sense.
T. Lawrence rode like camels and stuff in the desert. He came home to Britain. He survived the war, wrote his book, got his medals and stuff, and died in the British countryside in a motorcycle accident.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Like motorcycles are fun, but goddamn,
Yeah.
what's the price?
I don't know. How much does a motorcycle cost?
Yeah, I don't know. Someone look that up.
Someone fact check that.
How many cards are left in that?
2. Yeah, that's the one I pulled.
I'm gonna go. You're gonna go. Then I'm gonna go again, and then we're done. So I'm gonna get last
Yes.
pull on this. Um. Interesting. Oh, I need to check something. I think I have to have line of sight to do this.
Yeah, I got way too many.
Oh, that's a pluck. Interesting. Yeah, they really toned down some of the crazier things you can do with pluck. Oh, these guys are not on Overwatch anymore. Well, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this guy up. That's one activation. I'm going to stick him on Overwatch. I guess I'll ungobsmack my Yadril. He gets up. There's no way for me to take a guy off the board, right? If they're out of action, they just lay there.
No, you can take him off the board. You get points for that.
No, there's a certain part of the like 10 wounded thing that like is like, oh, you have to drag this guy off the board.
Well, no. I mean, like the enemy that's in front of me.
Oh,
I can't like.
You can't like coup de grace him.
Yeah, you can't like force kill him that I know of.
That's not Grimsicle. That's just grim.
I was just saying. I was just declaring that that's against the rules of war.
You can't like double tap.
Yeah,
As
yeah,
far
I
as
was saying that's off limit, boys. Did you think I was asking if I could do that? I was saying we can't do
just
that.
a reminder.
Yeah, just a reminder. We can't do
You
that,
can't
boys.
do that. You guys know that, right?
You know that, right? Right? Everybody knows that.
God.
Do I
Talking
have?
about the Crusaders being a fucking warmonger.
Do I have? Look, I didn't say we weren't lethal. Do I have a fourth action?
You do.
Holy shit!
You still have a guy off the board, don't you?
Yeah.
He's very sneaky.
Come on, man. What are you doing to me? I was thinking about bringing him in, but I think I'm going to hold him in reserve for now. I'm afraid to run up on that point because I'm just going to get absolutely creamed if I do. I guess Grenadus should do something, right? Or I should just shoot you.
Always an option.
I'm just going to shoot you. I think it makes more sense to shoot with a Harlech than the...
Yeah, that makes way more sense.
Yeah. You just saying that because you don't know what I said?
Yes.
I'm going to shoot that guy with my rifler.
Isn't Harlock a DC character?
It's Harlech.
Arlech.
I know. As far as DC characters go, you'll have to ask Matt about that one.
Maybe he's a Marvel.
He's the DC guy, right?
Matt?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess technically.
It's actually me, but I'm the one who doesn't know.
Oh, well, yeah, I don't know superhero stuff. Matt historically doesn't know superhero stuff.
Matt doesn't know anything about superheroes.
Yeah. So that's 1 and 1. So I'm at a -2 right now. What is your response?
Wait, what are you doing exactly?
Actually, you can't respond because you're not on Overwatch.
You're shooting.
You can skedaddle. Yeah.
Can he return fire?
You can return fire.
Yeah,
You can return fire. Yeah.
He's going to return fire.
I was getting confused. Yes, you're going to return fire, so I'm at a -3. So I'm going to roll my attack. I need a 9. Right?
He's not. Yeah.
Oh, shit. 17.
What happens on a 17, Ryan?
Son of a bitch.
The weapon malfunctions. The firing rifle.
Automatic miss. Attacker is gobsmacked.
gobsmacked.
Well,
Oof.
do I have a 5th action?
He still has his return fire.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot, obviously. That's.
So what's his snap fire?
His snap fire, that's going to be severe. That's a -3 for snap fire, +2 for cover, so it's a -5.
What's his range?
His range is 8.
So -6.
-6.
-8 because he's prone now.
Is he prone?
Yeah, because he got gobsmacked.
Yeah.
Oh, gobsmacked is automatic prone?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
If you get like gobsmacked by a ranged attack, you go prone, I'm pretty sure.
All right. Yeah, so his skill is 11.
This is a
Oh,
comedy.
wait, but it wasn't a ranged attack.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't a ranged attack. I've got the...
It was part of a range attack.
Kind of. It was a ranged attack against himself.
It just says he's gobsmacked. I thought if you got gobsmacked, you immediately went prone.
Stand by.
No, in the meantime, the only actions he can take are going prone, moving
so he's
half
up.
movement into cover, and recovering himself. So he's not prone.
Okay. So he's just like, ugh.
Yeah.
So
It's
-6 then.
-6. All right. And I'm looking for an 11. That's 9, 10, 11.
All right.
There's no point to moving that down to a 10. So yeah. Aha! Pop, pop.
And out of action.
Oh wait, that should have been a 12 because he's a large caliber. So he ignores one of that cover.
I think
but
that's still a success.
Still works.
Yeah. And being out of action replaces Gobsmack, right?
No, you can be out of action and gobsmacked.
Oh my god, this guy's having a
Let me
bad day.
But I think now he is prone because he was shot.
Yeah.
Oh no, it replaces it.
Okay.
A prone.
Do I get a pluck for doing that?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Right?
Wait,
Yep. Putting an enemy out of action, one pluck.
what'd you need? What's your skill?
11.
Okay, yeah. Wait, 11 minus 6?
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
We completely messed that up.
Yeah. Hey, we know basic arithmetic. We were just checking to see if chat knew.
Oh. That explains why that was such a bad roll and still did things. It's because we were cheating.
Look, you you almost got me. Not that you were trying to get me.
No.
We just both.
Yeah.
We were testing chat.
We were on the same page the whole time.
We'll do minor math checks with you, chat.
I don't know if you lose gobsmack when you go out of action.
Well, it doesn't matter anymore.
But now I need to know.
But no bad stuff happened because it wasn't a 16. So it was just a miss. Yeah.
That was my action, right?
Yep.
And that was my 5th action?
Yep.
So I can't have any more.
Right.
Because I moved,
You can ask for a
overwatched,
6th action, and I'll
You can
tell you
ask.
if you have a 6th action.
moved, overwatched, got up, shot. Moved, overwatched, got up, shot. Oh, that was only 4.
The move doesn't take 2 actions.
No, I just moved the loader up. Move, overwatch, got him up, recovered the leader, shot. Am I forgetting something? No, that's all I did. So do I have a 5th action?
You have a 5th action.
Okay. God, do I want to try to shoot him again? It went so terrible last time.
He can't return fire again, can he? Because that guy in particular can't.
No, he can.
Oh, he can?
Yeah, you can only interrupt a movement action once, and you can only interrupt. You can only overwatch an action once, also, but you can react fire as many times.
I hope
And you
somebody
can-
out there is learning something.
You can interrupt like different things with the same guy as much as you want.
Okay.
Unless we just completely misread the rules.
Distinct possibility.
Move, overwatch, got up, shot. Yeah.
Did you do anything with that guy over there? I don't think so.
No, not yet. I probably should, but maybe he'll shoot. I think he might be within 2 range bands. You'd be 3. I'm gonna put my Yawdrill on Overwatch. No, I'm gonna put this guy on Overwatch.
What's his range?
8.
That's pretty good.
A gobsmacked rifler is immediately knocked prone.
Oh, yes, I
All right.
knew. All right, in that case, I might just stand this guy. I'm just going to use my last thing to recover him, because never leave a man smacking his own gob on the battlefield. That's what we say in Coftyr.
You control that objective, Ryan?
I do.
That's a pluck.
Pluck me up, daddy. I regret saying that.
I also regret you saying that.
And I hide your card without looking. The future is a mystery to us all. Except we can probably card count a little bit here if I remembered how much of each there was. I think
Except one of them's gone.
I think there's 3 of each, right?
No.
No.
There's, I think, three
I don't care.
5s, 3 3s, 4 4s.
Maintain the mystery.
Okay.
And listen to the numbers.
Okay.
We're clearly bad with numbers.
Okay.
I have 4 pluck. Oh, yeah. Took people out of action.
All right, this guy is going to sprint over to here.
All right. When he's like, right here, I'm going to interrupt him.
Okay, and he's going to skedaddle.
All right.
Who are you interrupting him with?
I'm going to interrupt him with the yaw drill.
Okay.
Oh, God. That's from the bike crashing through the barrels. Or the boxes.
Is it?
I was saying narratively that's what happened. It wasn't the finger of Quar God coming down and poking them.
Are you Quar God?
I guess, I don't know. So 1 range increment, 1 snapshot, no cover, 4 skedaddling.
So that's -6.
It's -6. I'll take those odds. It's better than what a Harlech would do.
Yeah, okay.
The Harlech has a -3 snap. So
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
the SMG is like real, but it has a really short range. And that was in case you missed it. Misses.
9, 10.
Yeah, that's 12. No, that's God. I can't count. That's 10.
He's going to finish.
Well, no, he doesn't finish.
No, he doesn't finish.
So I rolled a 10.
But he skedaddled.
He skedaddled. So
he
that
moves
means
straight into cover. Ryan moves him.
Yeah,
And he becomes gobsmacked?
and he's gobsmacked. Where the hell is this?
Oh, I forgot skedaddling gobsmacks.
Yeah, it's only if I roll.
If Ryan rolls well enough, then yeah.
So it's
12 or less.
If I roll a 12 or less, I get to move him into cover that's better than where he is.
Gotcha.
Which, how far can I move him with the skedaddle? Is it like 3 inches? We know how to play. We promise we know how to play. Skedaddle.
Movement allowance. Up to their movement allowance.
Up to the movement allowance. So basically, to that fence is how I'd have to put him. I'd have to put him here.
What is the steady action? Where's that?
It's an action to like gain a pluck, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And he's gobsmacked.
I used to listen to a lot of Gobsmack when I was in high school.
Yeah? Gobsmack?
Yeah. I Stand Alone, Scorpion King.
Ah! Stand alone! Like that?
Yep.
Hell yeah. Yes. To interrupt.
All right, I'm going to do this mostly because it's cool.
I'm going to overwatch when he's here.
All right, he's going to go up there. Oh, shoot. He has to stand up. He's going to stand up, and then he's going to go.
Standing up is like, what, -1 inch? 2 inches for movement? I think it just takes away from your movement.
Yeah, it just gives up 1 movement.
Oh, 1 inch? Yeah.
1 inch, yeah.
So I'm going to finally fire the big gun. Because I've been waiting for like a good target, but I might as well take whatever target because he hasn't shot yet. So an Overwatch is a normal shot. You are one range increment away. So -1,
Sprinting, -2.
-2.
In cover.
Uh,
Or does that count for
I don't
blast?
know if
blast on my cheat sheet.
The only modifiers to a blast are range bands and cover.
Okay.
So
he doesn't get the sprint modifier.
No.
So -1, -2 for cover.
-2 for cover. +1 because he has a spotter. So just a -2. So I have a skill of 12, I believe, so I need a 10.
And I can't skedaddle against a blast.
You can't react to this.
Right.
Yeah, so I just roll.
That's strong.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, so they get
It is a cannon.
They get a die for cover test. So I'm at a -2. So I need a 10. Right? He is a 12. So here we go. So
7. So passes skill check. Blast point is centered on targeted unit. So you aimed correctly.
Yep.
And that's just 3 inches.
Yeah, I mean, it only hits him. He's the only one there. It's a little bit of a waste of a shot, but
Wait, you gonna carry all the shells back with you? You gotta spend them.
it's true. The walk back will be easier if we don't have the shells.
Poor loader, he has to carry all the shells.
So riflers under the template then make a skill check to take cover. Each rifler makes an individual skill check. This is a medium size, so you're at a -2. If you succeed, it halves the value of the might check. Yeah. So you're at a -2. What's your skill?
His skill is 11.
So
looking for a
9. 9 or lower, and you have the damage.
That is not a 9 or lower. That is
Alright.
a 12.
And I believe... What is its blast?
All right. Check has failed, so the full value of the might roll. So you should have already rolled the might roll, I think. Yeah, once the blast point is determined, perform a separate might roll. If the riflers take cover roll is successful, this value is halved. I guess it doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't really
All right. His toughness is 4.
So what is the might of this?
He's a space marine?
Yeah.
The RCO
Build him
is
tough in the desert.
2d6.
That's more than 4.
I think that it's double the toughness,
But not triple.
so he's out of action.
So he's out of action. Okay.
He's not killed outright. Boom! The big gun speaks,
All right.
and the big gun loses Overwatch. What is the snap on this thing? Oh, I can't snap fire. So I can't interrupt fire with the gun, with the cannon.
Okay.
I have to be on Overwatch.
Gotcha. Good to know.
Let me check one thing real quick, just to make sure. That doesn't mean...
Wait, what does the rule for it say? Because Overwatch is still an interruption.
yeah, that's I'm checking to make sure. This might be another... I'm pretty sure anything can go on Overwatch, but...
The crew, for my tank that I have, but that I don't have, the crew commander can declare Overwatch
Yeah.
under leadership tasks. Do you have something that says that?
I mean, Overwatch is just an action. Yeah, Overwatch is just an action. It's a combat action, range combat task. Let me check the
I
Overwatch
think it's different
rules.
for the tanks because this mentions some specific things for Overwatch.
Yeah, tanks are different. This is not a tank. Yeah, it's only snapshots you can't do if you have NA and snapshot. You can still do Overwatch. So we're good. We're good.
Good.
We have done nothing wrong this entire game.
I'm fact checking you.
Okay, cool.
What is the thing that was telling you can't like snapfire? Where is
It's
that?
under the snapshot rule on page 24.
Okay.
Weapons with not applicable in the snapshot column are unable to perform this interruption.
Gotcha.
Overwatch doesn't have that. So you just have to set it up. You can't snap fire the Tready tank.
All right, I'm going to spend a pluck for my mate to shout, "Go, go, go!" And these guys are going to start rolling out. So that's these guys. There's 4 of them down here. So
He's
that's
got
the
a
mate
leadership
with,
of 3.
Yep, he has a leadership of 3, 4. So that's
Yep.
plenty. So the guy with the gold on his helmet is the mate.
Okay.
That'll make sense in a moment.
I believe.
So the 10 inches gets me there.
Yeah, you can put those anywhere. We just put them here. We know who he is. I like that you have Quar without helmets.
Yeah. Yeah, I decided, even though I decided to give the heavy riflers no helmets because I figured that maybe the helmets kind of get in the way of their aiming.
The backblast blows their helmet off.
It's too gassy, especially with that lore about them using the wrong ammo.
Oh, yeah.
See, fun Quar lore that explains my models.
Quar Lord drop.
There.
I like the bike chain thing.
Yeah, I like this a lot too. It's less useful in 40k. It's proving to be very useful in Quar.
Yeah. With all the interruptions and everything.
It's a free STL on the purple site. I don't have to speak around Reddit spots. It's a free STL on Colts 3D.
Holy
There you
shit!
go.
Wait, you can't say that name here.
Wait.
Wait. Somebody gets a John Byrne. All right, so that's 2 things.
Well, you moved him also.
That's 3 things, yes. Do I have a 4th?
You do not have a 4th.
Oh, of course I don't have a 4th. All right, rough stuff. Taking a bite out of ants.
You know, bite out of ants.
I was just doing the bite out of crime thing, and then I realized it didn't make any sense.
Because they're Quar. Yeah. I bet really fire ants are probably a little bit
Oh yeah, like
hallucinogenic.
chilies.
Yeah.
Is that guy's name Quar McGuar?
Quar McGruff.
Quaff McGuff?
Quaff McGruff, yeah. McQuaffins.
So that's the last card for me.
Yes.
Well, my first action.
We are out of cards, though. Do I not get one?
Yeah,
Oh,
it
okay.
flops. I'm gonna reload the gun. And I'm gonna fire.
Of course you are.
You got a cluster of guys there.
Yeah.
I'd be a fool not to. So
At some point, I just need to move those guys because otherwise, they're not doing anything.
you said you were gonna spread out, but I guess it's kind of hard with the activations the way they are. So 1 -3 +1 for spotter.
Does sprinting affect it?
No, because it's blast.
Because it's blast.
So I need a 10 again.
Whew. That's
Failure.
Wait, what is that? That's 9, 12. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, and I can't pluck it down. So I miss.
Whew.
And I'm gonna. You can't react to blast. Oh wait, so the miss actually I have to drift. So this was a 12.
So
Attacking commander place the blast point 3 inches from its original target. It's maybe in any direction in line of sight.
X plus D3 I have here. The blast ability plus D3. That might be old.
That's old. So I rolled a 12, so I get to move it any direction in line of sight. Need not to be centered on a unit. And 3 inches. So centered on him. So I'll move it here. So then those two guys are under the blast.
Wait, so is it actually better to miss so you can move it?
It's very circumstantial. Like it would have hit all those guys if it had stayed on target. But now it's only hitting 2 of them. And also this guy's going to get a bonus to his roll. Because he's got cover between him and the center.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to make their checks at -2. This doesn't have the cover stuff in here. So I think it's +2. I think it kind of negates the medium. Establish the blast. There's obstructing cover. The blast point rifle tank cover. Oh, okay. So a successful skill check for the guy who's got this cover behind him, between him. Because we'll say that's intervening. Just ignores the damage. And he's prone. So he basically dives behind that log to avoid it if he succeeds. So it'd still be a -2, so you still need 9s.
All right, so I'm rolling for each one separately, right?
Yeah. We forgot to move the guy also.
Who needs to move?
This guy should have gotten blasted away, technically, but we can leave it since you've already moved guys onto him.
Oh, you mean this guy?
Yeah, like since he failed, he would have got blasted to the edge of the blast template.
Oh. No, that's only if it's equal to toughness or lower than toughness. Or greater.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not
I'm sorry.
cumulative,
That's
right?
the might roll.
Yeah.
That's the might roll. Okay, never
Yeah.
mind. He's out of action. Yeah. Okay, so we did that right. So, yeah, roll this guy first. He needs a 9.
And he is a mate. No, a Bozan. Bosun. So he.
Well, he's at -2, so I don't know what his skill is.
His skill's 12.
Okay,
so
so
he's
you
looking
need
for
a
a 10. So that's a 15. That's real bad.
I don't think it just means he takes the full damage. There's no
Very well.
there's no crit failing this. I guess I should go ahead and roll the damage.
You roll the damage individually, right? Yeah, because they have different toughness, maybe.
I think I roll the damage and separate might roll against each affected rifler.
Yep.
Determine attacks my value. So we'll just resolve this guy fully first.
His toughness is 4.
So he's out of action, and he gets launched straight out, but he can't go anywhere, so he just bumps into his boys.
You're more than double, so he doesn't actually get
Oh, he
launched.
doesn't move.
He's
I'm
just,
sorry. I just want guys to go flying.
Yeah, I know.
It's cinematic, you know.
I know it's not as cool.
It's a fun rule. So that guy's a regular dude.
This guy's a regular dude.
So he needs a 9.
So his skill is 11, so he needs a 9.
And he takes no damage at all because he's got cover. He basically dives.
Dips, dodge,
Behind.
ducks, dives, and
But he is prone.
eats ants.
So that was 2 activations for me.
Honestly, the little colored chips is nicer than the.
They're
It's
pretty
working.
cool.
I wish they
little things
were
that we
a
had.
little smaller, maybe,
Yeah.
for this game. But I
I
can
might 3D print some.
I can very
tokens.
easily like see the state of things just by
Yeah.
looking at the board like this. I mean, we're just pro game designers. Is all that means.
Yeah.
Check out Box Standard
I
coming
was about to
soon.
say, how's box standard coming along?
Look, I got the full rule set. We just need to play test it.
We got a little rundown of it. It was nice. I like it.
So that was 2 activations. So he loaded, then he spotted. They shot. I'm gonna have the loader reload because I don't really have any other shots right now. Loader's gonna reload the gun again, or on this turn. Let me make sure I did this right.
So that's 3.
That's 3, yeah. So the sharpshooter loaded it. They fired the loader and the gunner. That's their combat action. He spotted, rather. He's not a sharpshooter. That's his 2 actions. Then he loaded. That's his second action. That's 3. Do I have a 4th?
You have a 4th.
Ugh. The weight of decisions. Oh, you know what? It's time for Grenadus to make his claim. So it's like 1 inch of movement to hop over this. Right?
It'd be 1 inch to climb up on it.
Do I have to climb down or do I drop?
Because it's less than his height, you don't spend any movement to drop.
Okay, so Grenadus is gonna run up and join the party. Oh yeah, because we had left behind that guy. So now they're a full squad again.
Hang on. Just triple check here.
Are you gonna snap fire?
Yep. Can you see that? I don't think you can see that.
With the boxes.
Was that box stacked earlier?
I think it was. Jordan, was that box stacked? I mean, I'll let you do it. There is a
No, I don't
crack
think you
there.
can see it.
You would be able to see him when he's like right here.
Yeah, so he could see. Okay, so if you can see through this crack, then
But he would be obstructed by the building.
if you can see under this E right there.
I think he can see him.
Okay.
It just he would be obstructed by the building and the boxes since it's just a sliver.
All right. So
What's his range increment?
8. So that means that you would have to stop him.
And then he'd be going this way. Yeah, he'd be out of range.
I
when
think he's out of range.
when
And
he-
that
when he
guy's
has line of sight.
gobsmacked.
Now, what about right here from over there?
These guys don't. This heavy guy is out of action. These guys are range increment 6,
Oh.
so that's not nearly well. Hang on. Yeah, it's not gonna work.
All right.
I don't have a snapfire on you.
Oh, that guy is still.
Yeah.
I thought that guy was out of action. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna shoot the down guy.
The prone guy.
Yeah. Does Gobsmack make people easier to hit? Or they're just
They can't react.
can't react? All right. Well, I will.
He is obscuring from the tree and light from the fence.
I'm gonna shoot with.
Oh, you shoot with those guys.
These guys.
So just the fence, and then
Just the fence, which would be a 1,
and then
he's
2 for being prone.
Prone. How many pluck do I have? I'm gonna do the highly influential supporting fire by spinning a pluck. With the other rifler that's there for a +2. So I'm just at -1. Oh, in range, whatever range is. Alright, he's within 1 range increment. So they're going to volley fire him.
Oh, shit, you have 8 on that SMG.
Hmm?
What's that SMG's range?
I'm shooting with the Harlack.
Oh, the Harlack.
Yeah. The SMG is good for responsive fire, but unless you're really close, it's not good for... And also, I can't support fire with the SMG because he's a Yawdril. So -1, because the support takes away the prone. So I need an 11. Oh, that is an 11. Woo. So he's out of action.
Does the Godsmack stick? I don't remember.
No, Gobsmack goes away. I thought earlier you said it does go away.
I have not found anything that says that.
All right.
All right, so he's having a bad day.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot he was only gobsmacked.
No, I misread something earlier, but as far as I can tell, there's like nothing that says.
Do I have a 5th action?
You have a 5th action.
Oh my god, Ryan got all the 5s.
Brian got all the 5s.
That explains a lot of what's been happening, I guess. I guess I'll just move Grenadas. It was foretold. I'm doing the same thing, so... That's it. Do I get a pluck for owning the thing?
Yeah.
How plucky for me.
So you get a pluck for owning the thing, and now we also score. And I think you control that objective with a 1-to-0 ratio there, Ryan.
Yep.
So you get 3 victory points there.
Do we also count how many people are still up? How many?
That's at the end of the
That's at the
that's the end.
Yeah.
end of the game.
Okay.
Yeah, the RCO is pretty
So now
pretty strong.
put this card back and shuffle.
Nope. He's back too.
Shuffle it and give me the top one again. But don't look at it.
I'm gonna get a bevy. Do you want a bevy, Zach?
No, thank you.
That's loud. One can of moth juice.
Yeah, moth juice.
You want to shuffle that a little bit?
Didn't you just shuffle last time and you got 3 5s? So.
Yeah, if I was dealing under the table, I was doing a real bad job.
I can't believe Zach was cheating.
My goodness. Maybe he just wants to be the underdog. Oh, here's
Well,
your card.
I have succeeded.
Wow.
All right, so now it's my turn first, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Is turn 2. I think the way they do turns and rounds is backwards.
It's all right.
I was really thirsty.
I'm gonna look. Does Arnyara have squirrel handlers?
No.
No? Oh. They let you look at your...
They don't use picks.
They let you look at the card, see how many
nice.
activations you have, which is...
Oh,
really
I think
useful.
there's like communications specialists and stuff that do that too.
Oh, yeah.
There's like other things that let you do that.
Medics, when they're cooks, are really good. I almost took a cook, because when they do the 10 wounded, they do it to everybody within like 4 inches.
That is really
I'm a little disappointed you didn't, but you know.
I almost made Hoagie the cook. I didn't have the points to do him and fit the RCO.
So there's one mission where I was looking where there's like a provision for you can add a bonus rule, and if you add that, then like the attacker takes 50 extra points of their army.
Oh, really?
For their army, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
This is like an artillery barrage rule. Like the defender gets artillery barrages against the attacker, so the attacker gets extra dudes.
That'd be fun. You know what would be really fun with this, and I think thematic, be like a horde mode, where one team's like in a trench.
There's a trench. There's a trench mission.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that's like we were talking about that before. There is a mission called Trench Raid. And there's like rules for moving in and out and like shooting out of trenches.
I definitely want to play more Quar outside of stream.
All right.
Well, we're gonna have some trench terrain soon, so maybe we can play this Trench Raid mission.
We're gonna have a lot of trench terrain.
This guy, who's prone, is going to elbow his way through the mud and check on the commander. He's going to 10 wounded.
All
and
right.
Is that one die?
I think
And then
so.
I roll against this table?
Yeah,
There's no skill or anything. It's just a simple die.
I believe so. Yes. I'm good. I'm good.
Ooh. Return to the fight ready. Does ready take away prone?
I think they're still prone.
Wait a second. I don't think he could have been shot because he's behind cover and prone.
Is there something that says that?
Yeah, under prone it says if they're prone and behind cover, they're out of line of sight.
I think they have to be fully behind it. I don't know. I took that to mean if there was a guy here, say, and he was prone, since you can't see any of his base.
Yeah. Well, we can figure it out later. It's no big deal. All right, so that was one. That was a nice and lucky roll for me there, which I will take. And this leader is now going to go. And he is going to get his guys. They're going to sprint.
Wildy says that helmet is such a vibe.
Isn't it? I originally had this scarf on it to be closer to my guys' helmets because they're held down with a scarf. But it's so hot in this house because of global warming. So that didn't last very long.
Trying to see if there's any clarification on that.
All right, yeah, so
Chat, if you know, let us know.
this guy is going to get up here. So spend one pluck for me, please, by the way. Leadership.
I'm inclined to agree with Ryan, but I'm not sure either way.
You're sprinting?
Yeah, sprinting. Any snapshots?
Yeah, show me where everybody's moving.
So,
Is the leader moving?
yeah, the leader's going to move.
I feel like you do these like one at a time.
Yep. You do them one at a time? It doesn't say, so I'm... Yeah, I
It's
guess
like each one does a move action. So like you have to like basically go one at a time, deciding if you're going to react on them.
This guy will snapshot on that guy when he's... What was his path? We'll snapshot him when he's like right there.
Okay.
So like get him out of cover. which with the Harlech is going to be 1 range increment -4 in your sprinting. So -6. Are you going to react to my interrupt, or are you going to continue your action? Because if you shoot or skedaddle, then you stop there.
Returning fire stops him, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Any kind of reaction.
I am at a -6. But also, I don't want to like say that, and then you don't do anything, and then I kill you.
No, I'll continue. I won't
Okay.
react.
So I need a 6 or less. That's a 13. It's not enough to womp me, but enough to let you go. And then I can't snap fire on that with anyone else, so he gets exactly where he wants to go.
Okay. 10 for...
Oh, you're doing the crazy thing.
Wish you could turn in 3 dimensions.
If you want to just measure it horizontally, because there's stairs, I'll allow it.
So I'm just going to get, I think, here.
Real quickly, do the Pythagorean theorem to figure out exactly how far he's moving.
I want to play Original Rogue Trader once. Just once, where you have to calculate the turn radius based on like the like ratio of turning that the vehicle has and all this stuff.
You guys can do that. I abstain.
You could watch us do it.
All right, what is the support rule again? They can... If
Supporting
one is
fire.
firing...
So yeah, if someone's within 4 inches also has line of sight to the target, you can pay a pluck per guy to... I am going to interrupt you though on that movement. And then they add +2 to the attack of whoever the primary is. But it counts as a combat action for the guys who are supporting. It's basically like they're all firing in a volley,
Right.
make it harder to dodge. Yeah, he'll shoot him when he's like here. So he will have cover.
And sprint.
That's a fence.
Yep, so that's -1.
So it'll be, I need a 5. So I'm either going to take you out of action or do nothing. Or maybe gobsmack myself.
All right, so I think
And just bear in mind, I do have standard cover with that guy because of the gun shield. I don't want you to forget that in your calculus.
I'm trying to decide if I want to return fire or skedaddle.
Skedaddle.
4 inches. Is this a different guy doing the interrupting?
It's the same guy.
Same guy. Okay.
But different move action.
I'm gonna
yeah, because each rifler takes a move action with the leadership thing, right?
yes. I think.
Yeah. X-ready riflers take a... So it counts as a task for... Yeah, I think these are individual tasks for the riflers. That's got to be the way it works. So I can interrupt that, I'm pretty sure. Because it is like multiple actions.
May
Multiple
spend 1 pluck
tasks.
to allow themselves and X-ready friendly riflers within Y inches to make a normal move or sprint. So they're each
doing a task.
doing a task.
Yeah. And it's 1 snapshot per movement task, not movement activation. So,
right.
okay, I just want to make sure
Yep.
we're doing that right. All right, so, sorry. What is your response? I'm already only going to hit you on a 5. So if you skedaddle, that doesn't actually change anything for me.
Yeah. I think I'm not going to respond. You're just
Okay.
going to sprint. So it's a -3.
He misses.
So he finishes.
There's a -4 actually.
There's
Because
-4.
or is minus a lot.
Are these guys measured at a slant, base to base, or are they measured like this, or arrows?
I think direct, yeah.
That makes sense.
They're probably within 4 though. Is the leader moving?
Yeah, they're all that guy is. He's done one action.
He crawled.
Well, I said that for flavor. He hasn't actually moved.
Oh, okay. And so he's got -1 to his movement.
Yes, he has -1 to his movement because he's standing up from prone. He can just run right under this porch here. Sneak this through. He's got all the teammates.
Take a look at that. All right. That guy was not.
Right.
Different guy?
Yeah. Grenadus.
Grenadus!
And so it would be 1 obscuring.
He's got the fence and the
fence,
bush. And the fence is obstructing and the bush is obscuring, so I think that means they do stack.
Yeah.
Plus he's sprinting, so that's -4.
Plus -3, -7. I'm basically going to be trying to roll 5s on these with the Harlex. The question is this guy within a shorter range increment? No. This guy. No. Yeah, it's like 1/2 dozen to the other. It's either building terrain or building cover or the other cover. So 2, 4, 7. Yeah, it's going to be 5s. 5 or lower.
And I'm going to return fire because he stops there, and that's fine.
Okay.
So I do that now.
You do it after I do
After
mine.
you. Ooh.
That's a cock die.
On 6s.
Oh! It wanted it. It wanted it. So what's his snapfire?
Snapfire is -2 because it's an SMG, and his range is 6, which I think is...
Ryan, I appreciate you respecting the cock.
I will never take a
So
cock
that's
to die.
3.
3 range increments.
No, it's 1 range increment.
1 increment. So
3
4.
total. So -2 for Snapfire.
-2 for cover.
-4.
And obscuration.
And then -1 for range increment.
So -5 total.
-5.
Is this a heavy rifler?
No, it's SMG.
Okay. I
10.
doubt that. It's your skill 11.
Skill 11.
-5.
-5.
So you need like a 6.
Yep.
All right.
And then this guy's last one, so he also gets 9 inches. He's the leader. I want him. He is going to... He's going to do basically the same thing. So it's 9 inches. Which still is plenty.
Even through the underways. Yeah, we'll just do the same thing with Grenadus.
Okay.
What's his response?
He is going to return fire.
All right. That's true. I've done 3. So I have 0 pluck.
Okay, he's not going to return fire.
I forgot about the pluck cost.
Yeah, me too.
Because
It didn't used to cost pluck.
Yeah, I played 2 games without pluck cost.
Yeah, otherwise it
did, and we were doing it wrong.
strongly rewards just camping.
Yeah. I do like that it costs pluck.
Okay, so that was 2 things. I've done 2 things. What does Grenadus have?
He's just a rifle.
He's just a rifle.
I just gave him a grenade in his hand.
And this guy gets cover.
Yeah.
And he's in 12 inches. Yes. All right. My Bozan is going to shoot.
With the front guy?
No, it's this guy.
Like the leader?
Yeah, the leader. He can't see the gunnery crew, can he?
No, I don't think he can see
I
the
don't think
gunner.
he can.
That's gunner, spotter, loader. The only ones that really matter are the gunner and spotter in terms of abilities. Loader's just kind of there.
In that case, this Abel is going to shoot at whoever he can see,
Which one? The front guy?
the second guy.
Second guy?
So,
Nudging the
oh, thank
building.
you. Yeah, it's within 1 range band, and he's going to shoot the gunner, right? Taking out the gunner.
There's 6 inches?
Range is 6, yeah.
I don't think that's...
No, 1 additional range.
Oh,
band.
1 additional,
sorry.
okay.
It's within 12.
Okay.
One range band debuff. So -1, -2 for this. And that is the same kind of cover as the stairs, so it doesn't stack, so that's -3.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to call for support from that guy.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. And that brings it back to a -1 because he adds 2, right, for support?
Yeah, supporting fire is too.
Yeah.
So he has a skill of 11. Now let's see if I can actually do some damage to your guys.
Let's see one thing. Okay. He's gonna skedaddle. So you're at -2,
Becomes a -6.
-1, and then you get down to a -1
Right. So it
because of your
becomes a
sports
-5.
becomes a -5. So you need a 6?
I need a 6. Let's see, skill 11. That's not a 6.
Why are you rolling 15s?
I don't know. All right.
So that's Ryan gets to move like normal.
Yeah, it's just a normal failure. No malfunction.
So I get to move the target to cover, and they're prone. He's actually in the best cover he can be in. But you could shoot him with... Can you see him with... Can't see him with that guy. That guy's out of action. He's just going to stay there. I guess you can move other people, but... They're really far away. I don't think those 2 guys can see the gunner specifically.
The guy, if he can see through fences, he can.
Which
The
guy?
the guy on top can. Because he can see under the E.
Okay. Then I'll move. How much is it? How much do I get to move? Oh. The gunner's gonna go whoop whoop whoop. You go behind there.
Can that gun shoot while he's not next to it?
No.
Mission partially accomplished.
But it can't respond anyway, so.
Do I have a fourth action?
I have no idea. Let's find out. No.
Oh my god.
Is Ryan cheating, Zach?
He must be. So the only thing I can think of. It's
You know me.
literally impossible.
Cheating Ryan.
Ryan McCheater.
Lion Ryan.
That's me.
Incredible. I get a pluck for controlling that objective, right?
Yeah.
He does. Right.
This seems like it feels better than the last 2 games that we played.
Yeah, I like this new rule set a lot. I keep forgetting about some of the pluck stuff, but I haven't forgotten about it so much that it messes me up yet. He's gonna move back.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll spend a pluck to Snapfire.
Okay, with which guy?
I guess whoever's closest I can see him.
I think it's 1/2 dozen to the other.
Yeah,
Because
this guy then.
yeah.
So Snapfire is -2. Cover is -2 or -1 on the stairs.
-2.
-2.
Well, the gun
He's
shield.
got the shield. So that's -4.
Range increment.
Range
minus
increment
-5.
-5.
So you 6.
He's
I am not going to react and hope for the best. Thank God. Thank Indiku. Whatever his name is. And then I'm going to shoot you.
Enkidu?
Enkidu. Enkaidu? I don't actually know how to say it.
I was told Enkidu was correct.
Enkidu. So you've got a -2 because of the stairs. I got a +1 because of the spotter. Yeah. I'm going to put it on that guy.
All right.
So I'm at a -1. Hitting on an 11. That is a hit. So this guy, if he succeeds, will ignore everything. Those guys will take half if they succeed. So I guess start with the guy on the middle.
And this is the dodge check, right?
Yeah, it's just a skill check at -2. So
he's an able, so looking for a 9.
all right.
10, 11, 12. Man. His toughness is 4.
He's out of action. Oh, actually,
oof, not quite.
He was almost.
Almost.
He was almost killed.
yeah,
Yeah, I've got
Some
him.
boxcars just kills a guy.
yeah. Let's do the front guy. Is he also an able?
Yes, front guy's an able.
Okay, so another 9.
Another 9. Oh my god.
You're rolling too good.
Gotta roll low.
Or too high. I guess not good.
That's 8.
That's
so
double.
he's out of action. Yeah, blast weapons are good.
Yeah, this is brutal.
Okay, so the last guy under on the ground floor is the Bozan again.
He's skill 12.
He's skill 12.
So we need a 10.
Need a 10.
I guess this is why that thing costs like 70 points, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's like 70 points, and you have to have 2 crew to do it. So he takes half damage.
Right, his toughness is still 4.
He's gobsmacked. And he's pushed to the outer edge of the template, which would push him like 1.5 inches this way. We'll assume that is correct.
Sounds right.
And that's his. And then this guy on a 9. And if he passes, he takes nothing. But he does go prone.
9.
There you go.
9. All right.
So he's prone.
Oh. Godzilla.
And so this is unloaded. And he moved, he shot. He did a combat action of pointing. He did a combat action of shooting. He's going to load. And like those are, when this thing fires, it like makes them all count as having taken action. It's not individual actions. So he's going to reload that for my 3rd activation. Do I have a 4th activation?
You do.
And this guy's prone also, isn't he? It was a ranged attack. Or wait, does the blast do anything?
Well, he took half, right?
Yeah. He got gobsmacked from a ranged attack.
I mean, if you get gobsmacked at all,
Okay. Oh.
that's just part of the gobsmack rule now.
Okay. Do I just put them on Overwatch? Do only people who are ready count for owning objectives? Does Gobsmack count as ready? Okay. 4th action.
Do you have actions left on those guys?
Actually, no, I can't Overwatch because it'd have to be the gunner that overwatches. So he can't Overwatch. That makes my life easier. You don't have anybody who can Overwatch me if I run up. This guy's gonna sprint, I guess. I don't think you have anybody who can see him.
Well, I've got this guy.
Oh yeah, he's prone. He's not out of action.
Oh yeah, he's gobsmacked. But yeah, I have that one guy.
That guy.
That freaking guy.
I can't with sprint. I can't get within.
You can't get within 2.
Of
and
enemy,
if you're
even if they're
forced
out
to-
of action.
That's a good question.
Of an enemy rifler.
If a sprinting rifler becomes the target of Overwatch or Snapshot, it cannot declare a reaction. Instead, the reacting rifler's attack suffers a -2. We've been doing the sprint reactions wrong.
Nobody's really sprinted. This is like
I've been sprinting all my guys.
I think we may
we
have
might
reacted with a sprint, but at this point, it's too late to go back.
I don't think any of them have been particularly successful. So there's that.
My only sprints, I don't think got snap fired on because they were very early in the game. So if I sprint, I can't react, but I can shoot.
Yeah.
yeah, you don't react. It's just an automatic -2.
So I can't see this guy at all because he's prone behind.
Right.
So he wouldn't be able to see me.
That's correct. He can't shoot over cover if he's prone. You're right. So he still contests the point.
Yeah. So I can't get within these guys even though they're out of action. It just says enemy riflers.
I would think you could, but
Yeah, I would assume you could get within. Since there's not a way to coup de grace.
I mean, I would probably say no.
They're not eligible to perform the free melee attack, but it says you can't go within 2 inches of it.
We'll just assume that you can't at this point.
Yeah, I guess it's.
I would say no because it would interfere with them trying to check
Get
on
up.
them. Like
That's a good point.
tank wounded.
Yeah. Plus, thematically, they don't know if they're playing possum, playing moth.
Grenadus is going to be bold.
Grenadus, go away.
Grenadus will not go. Grenadus will standard move. We'll go to here. Whoa! We got a dog here.
Hi.
Grenadus hasn't done anything this whole game. He's just been running around.
He stood there and thought about overwatching.
He's been running around.
He thought about doing.
He's had his grenade like this the whole game. He's like, "Don't come near me." I think I can see that guy out in the open, so he's gonna shoot him.
The prone guy.
Yeah, he will be prone.
The prone guy under the porch.
Yeah, he's within one range, so it'll just be a -2. He's a 10. So he's out of action.
All right.
So wait. Does that mean I can't get on that point because there's too many dead guys on it?
Too many possibly dead guys.
Can I check enemies? Can I tend wounded?
Well, no, he can't get within 2. Well, he can't sprint within 2. He can still get.
charge.
Yeah, you can still charge.
Oh, okay.
Or just move.
I guess I'll have to charge next turn.
The only thing, you just can't sprint within 2 inches. You can do like a normal move and you can charge and stuff.
All right. I guess you can't sprint within 2 inches of an out of action, guys. You might trip over him.
Yeah, you trip over him and kill yourself.
You know, rock your tater.
How close do you have to be to do it? Check wounded. 10 wounded.
I don't remember.
That's a good.
What is that for?
1 inch.
1 inch.
Oh, you have to become engaged. Is engaged 1 inch? You can move up to 1 inch when you do the 10 wounded.
Oh, that's right. You can do like a little shuffle.
Little shuffle.
I think engaged is base to base. Might be 1 inch.
Engaged, base to base.
Okay.
So yeah, you have to be base to base to do it.
Whoa!
So that guy would have been base to base, but he would have gotten a free
He would
base
have
to
gotten.
base because it's
He would
less
have
than
gotten the
an
free
away.
inch. Yeah.
Puppy, 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 puppy. Oh!
You excited the beast.
Mm-hmm.
What were we doing?
That was your
Shit.
fourth action.
That was my fourth action. Yeah, because I moved, I shot, I loaded. Actually, that was 5 actions. If I shot him. Do I have a 5th action?
You did have fifth action.
Okay. I didn't cheat. You know, I knew in my heart of hearts I did. Grenadus knew. So I did not cheat. That was all 5 of my actions, though. And what actions they were. Good lord.
Good lord.
Certainly the Arnyarans won't hold this against us.
Of course not.
Oh, man.
Enkidu might.
You didn't say anything about heavy artillery, all right? And it's not even that heavy. It's a cute little one-track gun, which, how does that turn?
Pick it up, turn it around.
I guess
set
that's
it back
why.
down.
I guess that's why it's heavy too. Because to turn it, you gotta like.
Pick it up, turn it, set it down.
All right. Draw my card.
Oh yeah, shit. I'm sorry. I'm not used to that mechanic. I drew you a real good one this
How
time.
many activations does he have, Ryan?
As I was saying, I drew him a real good one this time. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this guy is just going to do a normal.
I got a pluck for being near that thing, right?
Oh, the other objective.
Yeah.
Yep. He also got a pluck for knocking somebody out of action.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I
Does
knocked.
he get all of those plucks?
I got.
Oh my god.
I knocked 3 guys out of action. Whoops. Whoops. Uh oh.
So you have 4 pluck. 5 pluck?
Yeah.
Full pluck.
Spin me one of those as this guy rounds this corner.
Yeah, he's not sprinting. He's just
Grenadis
gonna
is going to snap him. That's as you're at the top of the stairs
Yeah.
without cover.
I think. Does he even want to go down? He's got to go down there to try and wait.
Yeah.
He's gotta check on all his friends that just got blasted.
Yeah.
All
Right.
it is with a Harlex, so I'm at a base -3. And that's it for me.
So base -3. I think that he's going to return fire.
So -4. So I need a 8.
Damn.
Jeez.
Ryan's rolling too good.
And drawing too good.
I shouldn't be able to. We need to find a game where rolling middle numbers is the way to go. That way, me and Matt won't have an advantage. Or Matt and I, rather. I'm sorry.
I don't want to know what the chat thinks of the odds are anymore.
Yeah, what's that poll at?
Filthy Royalists are at 63.
I still have my trencher in reserve, also. That was action 1.
We don't have anybody on that point.
No, they're all out of action. It's this inn is always the site of a bloody slaughter.
Yeah. What do we gotta name it?
Bloodbath Inn.
That's a little too on the nose.
Bloodbath.
That's about right.
That's
though.
better. Yeah.
Have I ever shown you that?
Bloodbath and Beyond.
There's a band named Bloodbath,
Okay.
and they have a song called Eden,
Okay.
and someone did a cover of it that's like really upbeat. And like it starts off, he's like, Bloodbath, this is Eden. And then like the cover comes in, it's like, I've only had one desire since I was born, for my flesh to be eaten, ripped and torn.
Is this like some Richard Cheese shit?
It's kinda, it's not lounge music, but it's
Same energy.
Same energy.
All right. This guy.
Did you give me a pluck for
Yes,
knock?
I did.
Okay. He'll never guess what I'm gonna do next.
Yeah, I know what you're going to do next.
What are you gonna do?
I want to shoot him.
This guy's going to use leadership ability to cast Go, 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 whatever it's called.
Cast, go, go, go.
Mass
on
haste.
These
They're-
two.
Bipedal anteater aliens. They can probably do
They have
magic.
magic. Yeah, they absolutely have magic.
Yeah. Ignore the fact that the rulebook explicitly says they don't have magic.
Wait, does it really?
Yeah.
Oh, whoops.
No, they do.
It's the magic that's found in the anterhood of a band of anteaters.
Band of anteaters.
Yeah.
Anteaters?
Yeah.
Well, he's gonna get snapshot right about there.
Yeah. Okay.
Which I think he still gets cover because this isn't kill team. It doesn't matter that he's far away from this. It's still
I think you're
intervening.
right.
So he gets 1 for that. This is gonna be a hairier shot with a Harlech. Spin me a pluck, commander. I'm the commander.
Plucked.
Pluck me up. So I didn't even look at the numbers.
-2 for sprinting. -1 for cover.
-3 for how heavy the Harlech is. So wait. 2 sprint, 1 cover, 1 range. 3. So -7. I'm at the magic 5s again.
Holy shit!
My God.
Spin me a pluck to put him out of action. I
God.
don't get a pluck back for putting him out of action. My low rolls.
Holy
Low rolls had to pay off one day.
Zach, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
This is,
I feel bad about this.
Rough.
All right. Well, this guy is going to make basically the same thing. He's going to end up here.
I might as well do it again. Right?
Grenadus can't do it again.
That's yeah, you
He's
can.
done 2 activation. He's done 2 tasks already.
Oh, right. Because you can only do 2 tasks in the same thing.
Per round.
Per
you can only
round.
do 2 tasks, yeah.
All right, well, Hogeith is going to do it. This is going to be even hairier. It's going to be a 5 again. Because it's minus... Actually, it's still -7, because he doesn't have cover. But he has another range increment. So... Not a 5. All right. Nothing happened.
I saw that one in the 3 and I got scared.
But you can't react because you sprinted?
Right.
Do you remember you saying that?
Can't react. And this guy is going to do a sprint as well.
And did you spin me? You spin me the pluck for that, right?
Oh, not for that last one.
I think I'm going to hold on to it. I've done enough.
All right, so that was 2 actions. And for my third, I guess...
Did that guy not?
No, this guy only commands 2.
Oh, okay.
It might be worth checking on your buddy that just got fucked.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide if I want to do that or want to...
Because that was the commander that got
That was the commander.
domed, right?
Yeah. Yeah, this guy is going to do a medicine action. So he gets his free
Medicine. 10 wounded.
10 wounded.
It's up to the ancestors now.
Holy smokes.
You just remove
I
them.
finally-
Removed from the
I
battlefield.
finally roll low. All right, this guy's out. Goodbye, mate. All right, that was 3.
Zach, I'm gonna
That was
give
3.
I'm gonna give you a pluck for what's going
Yeah,
on. right now.
give him 2 pluck.
You get 2 pluck.
He has maintained his spirits throughout this. Give the man some pluck.
You're being very plucky.
You have a 4th action.
I have a 4th action.
Finally, you have a 4th action.
Here comes the turn of the tide.
No, it doesn't. All right.
God, this is going so poorly. I was like, damn, that like auto cycle you have is gonna be a real game changer here. Got smoked instantly.
He gobsmacked my Yadril though with his bike.
Yeah, but that wasn't even part of the
post-mortem.
rules.
It is part of the rules because like making up stuff.
Oh, okay.
It is part of the
It's
rules.
okay. Yeah. I'll accept that. All right. This guy, he's just going to sprint forward and
Hope for the best.
you know what? He's going to sprint forward a little bit like so and then just drop prone. So he only got 9 inches because he started prone. He's going to go prone again.
I'm not responding.
Okay. Do I have a 5th action?
You do.
Holy
Finally!
shit.
You
All right.
Don't copyright strike us, please.
Can't quite hit those in 1 extra range band, so it's going to be -2 for range.
Ooh, you shooting.
He's shooting the gunner.
It's a smart choice.
Yeah.
Because he also, the gunner, his gun is the tractor and he can't snap fire. Or react fire with it.
So yeah, he's going to shoot the gunner, so that's a
-2 for range.
2 for range.
-2 for cover.
-2, -1 for cover because this is a large caliber.
Large caliber.
Anything else? I think that's
Not
it.
that I can think of.
All right, his skill is still just 11.
Who's doing that? The guy that just sprinted up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Hide behind the tree man. So you're at a -3?
-3. So looking for, an 8?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Nope.
It's not close enough to block it out.
No, it's not. All right. So that was 5.
That's a 5. All right. Draw my card, I suppose.
You have 3. At least.
At least. Okay. Let's say spoilers. Well,
That was 3 not inclusive.
there's really
3 not exclusive. 3 not exclusive.
only one thing to do. I shoot the gun at this guy. He's not in cover. And he's 1 range band away. My spotter negates. So here we go. I need a 12. I get it?
Yep.
So they need to make skill checks. I guess do the front guy first.
Okay. So he's looking for an 11. Any modifiers on that?
-2.
-2. So 9. Hey, I passed the skill
You
check.
did it.
Yo!
So you take half damage.
4.
Finally, someone's getting blasted.
Push to the outer edge of the blast radius.
He's like in the middle because you're supposed to like go out.
Yeah.
So, damn. The one time I need a scatter die.
I have some upstairs.
You can use these.
Let me see what it says in the book before I make a wild choice. Pushing effective rifle to the edge of the template. If it's unclear, it's performed by the attacking commander. I'm going to leave it up to chance. I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
1. So he goes that way, an inch and a
3
half.
inches. Inch and a half.
Well, an inch and a half from his center. That would still be an inch and a half, right? Yeah. Right?
If the
The base is a
diameter is
25.
then yes.
Yeah. So he gets blasted. Does he go prone?
Nope.
No, I don't think so. He just gets blasted out.
Yeah, it's only prone if it's equal to toughness.
All right, the next guy.
So looking for what was it, a 9?
9, yeah. Assuming he's able.
Yeah, he's an 8.
Oh!
There's no crit fail in the roll, but you take double damage or regular damage. So he's gobsmacked.
Yes, push to the outer edge and gobsmack. So he gets pushed back. So he gets pushed back. You are an inch and a half away from the center point here. So that means he gets pushed back there.
Yeah.
And then gobsmacked. I don't have any
Because
more
it would have
greens.
been from that point. Yeah, it looks about right.
Green me, please.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what that arrow is. That's Infinity shit. We're not playing Infinity. All right. Second activation.
Not to toot my own horn. This is a good looking board.
I like
Yeah,
this
this is a good
terrain a
board,
lot.
yeah.
This is some nice looking terrain. And the trees, it's very festive. Like, what I would want to do is go up on this porch and have a pint with the boys, but
Then
Can't.
you would get exploded.
I guess we're just fighting.
Yeah, nobody's stopping you.
Uh,
I mean, that guy
Pint
tried
of
to go
what?
up on
What
the
do-
porch
what
and
do
have a
Quar
pint.
drink?
You got
they
Yep.
still drink beer. Remember we asked them, they don't only
Oh
eat
yeah,
bugs.
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Sorry, what were you saying?
He tried to go up on the porch and have a pint. And he got shot.
Yeah, I don't know if he was going
Well,
for
he got
a
shot when
pint.
he tried to leave.
Oh, that's what it is. You can check out anytime you like. This is the Hotel California.
I'm going to leave that unloaded for the moment.
There it is, Hotel California.
It's done enough. My guys are starting to feel self-conscious. They're not sure they can go home and look their Quar wives in the eyes after what they've done here today. Also, just going to check what Select Fire does in the new edition. Ah! Whoa! Oh, that's right. We can go inside. I forgot about that.
These were made for D&D.
I think that's better.
That's fine.
Maybe it's not.
All right. We're going to do what we've all been waiting for.
Grenade?
No.
Fuck.
A daring...
Why haven't either of you guys done a blind grenade throw yet?
Look, no one wants a repeat of the Battle of Bloody Corner.
I do.
Yeah, you do, because you're a sicko.
Is he automatically prone for being gobsmacked?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So this guy pops out of the log and says, I was here the whole time.
He's just hiding in the log.
So he's infiltrating. That's his entry point. It's 4 inches away from enemy riflers. And so now I roll 2d6. Have you ever seen these charts before?
No.
You know how they work? So it's like a dash means any result, and then if you have combinations, it's kind of an interesting way to do
Makes
things.
sense.
So I don't know what any of these do necessarily, so I'm gonna roll. And 6 and a 5. Where did he come from? Place the infiltrator anywhere within 4 inches of the entry point, including engaged with an enemy rifler. That's wild. Yeah. Okay. So he's gonna... Oh, within 4 inches. So... He's gonna... Because if you're prone, you're easier to hit in melee, right?
Yes.
believe
Well,
so.
yes, and you can't melee back until you stand up.
So he's gonna pop in. And he's gonna melee that guy. Which, how does melee work? Let's find out, everybody. Melee combat attacks. Performing a skill on the attack to see if he succeeds.
So +2 for being prone or gobsmacked.
So I'm gonna use my killing blow ability. Which allows me to reduce my target number by 2 to increase my might by 2. My might of my attack. Just to really make sure I get you. So I need a 12.
You have to, like, spin pluck to do that, or...
No, it's just a special ability he has. Let me double check, make sure I didn't miss it. Killing Strike. This rifle is extraordinarily skilled with their melee weapon and may aim for a weak spot on an opponent. A rifler with this ability may reduce the target number of their skill check for an additional attack by 2. No, of their skill check for an attack by 2. Sorry, I didn't mean to say additional in there. Allowing them to increase their might result by 2. So since he gives me a +2 for being prone, I'm just gonna go basic and hit on a 12 and get +2 might.
Woo! 9, 10, 11.
So I hit. I think that's just a regular
That was a powerful blow. Or
killing strike.
Killing strike.
It's a special ability that the trench
Target is hit.
raiders-
Roll might.
So his might is 2d6 + 1, so now it's 2d6 + 3.
All right. So that will at least equal his toughness.
Ooh. 6.
Actually, we'll always get more than his toughness.
All right. Well,
So he's gobsmacked, which he already was.
tragic. All that showmanship.
For a drop of blood.
Yeah. I should have just sprayed with my submachine gun. I got blood frenzy though. That's all right. I can make bad choices. Do I have? That was 3. So do I have a fourth action?
3. What was that?
Shot, infiltrate, melee.
Right. You do have a 4th action.
I do have a 4th action. He can't do anything else. I guess Grenadus is gonna shoot somebody. Why not?
I wanna be someone.
I wanna be someone. I wanna shoot someone.
2 weeks, we're gonna play Space Kids.
Space Gets.
Oh, Space Hit's the last one?
No.
Trench Crusade's the last.
Trench Crusade's the last one.
I thought,
Next week is Kill Team, then Space Kids, then Trench Crusade.
So I'm shooting that guy with Grenadus. He's got 1 for cover, 1 for range band. What's his response?
He is going to skedaddle.
All right.
I'm so glad it's called Skedaddle now.
Yeah. That's more Grimsicle. It matches Gobsmack's energy.
Yeah.
So that's -4, so that's going to be a -6. So he needs a 6. Not a 6. But it is a 12 or lower, right? So I get to move you and you get gobsmacked. So
This is not going.
No, it is not.
that
It has to be
is-
into cover, right?
yeah, that is cover. Cover to him specifically.
All right, smack me.
Oh, my brain died.
And he's prone because that was from a gobsmack from a ranged attack.
Yes.
Any Gobsmack does that.
And he gobsmacked.
Do I have a 5th action?
No.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah,
Seriously.
honestly, I didn't want one.
Right.
Yes.
Can you shoot into somebody who's in engagement?
I don't believe so. But let me check.
May not be targeted by ranged combat tasks.
I think the only way to get out of melee is to disengage. Which is a special move.
It's a skill check. But you can't do that if you're gobsmacked.
But you could... Yeah, I mean... I don't know. I don't know what the best move here is. If you just recover and run, then I could snap fire you.
Oh, I don't want to run. But the problem is I have to recover and then stand up in order to fight. Which means I have to run, because I can only do 2 actions with that guy.
Can you not stand up as part of a recover?
I think recover you can stand up if you want to.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay, yes. All right. We're going to start with that then.
So
He's
this guy?
going to recover.
Okay.
So, finally. All right. And then he's going to hit you, and by you I mean the infiltrator, with his sword.
And then also you.
And then also
Physically you.
You get reactions to melee?
I don't think so. I think you only react to ranged combat tasks.
Okay.
All right. His blade gives him melee 1, so he does have that bonus.
Gives him what?
He has melee 1,
Oh, I didn't know that was
so that adds 1 to his melee skill. And then I'm going to do a powerful blow for 1 pluck, please.
Powerful blow for 1 pluck.
So his melee skill is 12 now. Do you have any debuffs? Or reactions?
Where's... I don't see melee as an equipment trait.
If you want
So it's in there.
Yeah.
In the addendum.
special abilities.
It's not in the new rules, though.
I mean, if it's in the addendum, then I would just
addendum?
go with it.
Okay. So you're at 12.
It's not in the core rules?
It's not in the new one, but it could be.
If it's in
just,
the addendum, it might have like changed names or something. So if it's in the
Yeah.
addendum, I would just go with that.
Could be an Arnyaran thing.
Yeah.
So you're at 12, and what were you asking me?
If there was any other modifiers.
I don't think so. Let me double check. I think it's just a flat. The only modifiers is if there's like cover, gobsmack, or additional riflers in engagement. Like if you pile in on a guy, you get bonuses. So you're doing powerful blow also.
Yeah.
So that's +1 to skill and might. And then melee gives you a +1 to your skill.
Yes, for melee.
Okay. So what's that put you at?
So I have skills 14.
His base is 12.
No, base is 11. Skill is 13.
13. All right, roll it up. All right, you hit
hits.
him. And what's your might roll?
Might is 2d6, and then +1 from powerful.
All right. If that trencher had his chance.
7.
7, that's gonna gobsmack.
8?
It was
+1?
I could do a +1, right?
No, it was already +1.
Oh, yeah.
No,
So it's 8.
you're right. It is 8.
So he's out of action.
He's out of action. Okay.
Yeah. He had his chance. He had all those bonuses.
Blew it!
Fucking blew it.
Blew it?
Yeah, I finally have a guy out of action.
Is that your first out of action?
Yeah.
Oh.
Holy shit.
So that was 2 activations.
Yep.
Hey, look, it's an ant.
But it is.
It's a gnat, actually.
I'm sure the Quar would.
Oh, yeah. Especially if he was that big in comparison to them. It's like a cheeseburger. Maybe more like a Hot Pocket, like an empanada.
Enchilada?
Or an enchilada. I don't know, man.
All right. That was 2.
That was 2.
All right. This guy's going to take aim.
All right.
So that's 3. Do I have a 4th?
You do not.
F.
But I think take aim stays on him still.
I think so, yeah.
Until he
Unless
shoots
he gets
next.
knocked out of it somehow. This is really unfortunate.
Let me reread take aim. Make sure it's what I thought it was. Okay, yeah. So after performing this test, the rifler can either take an aim shot or go on Overwatch. If the commander does not have sufficient activations this round to complete the second test, the rifler is marked as have prepared. If he's attacked or chooses to move, this is lost. Oh, so if you just shoot at him, even if you don't hit him, then he loses.
Where are you reading this from?
Page 20. Oh, this is. I was looking at the addendum.
I don't
Hold
think
on.
take aim is in the game
Oh,
anymore.
did they get rid of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not in the game anymore.
Okay, well, never mind. For my third action,
He just had a premonition
yeah.
that he only has 1 action left.
There might be an equivalent. Let me look at like.
Last.
Yeah, I'm looking it up. I don't think there is. No.
Repair weapon. No. Prime explosive. No. Yeah, looks like that's not a thing anymore.
Alright, I think this guy is just gonna get out of the way since he missed his shot.
Well, old Grenadis gonna give him the old snapshot.
Classic Grenadis. That's your last pluck.
That's my last pluck.
Wait, no, he moved this round? No, 1, 2, 3.
1, 2. You haven't done a third.
I haven't done a third. Right, I haven't done a third.
And through something that is not magic, because there's no magic in Allwild. How would you say the name? He had. Is it Allwild, or am I thinking of
Allwood?
Allwood? Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure if I grabbed the name of another world accidentally. Not magic. He had a premonition. They only had one action left, so you got one action. Grenadis will snapshot you if you move that guy.
He's prone, so he can't see over cover, but he also can't be seen. But he can be seen by that guy, which is...
Well, if he moves.
I mean, he can stay prone and move.
That's true, you can crawl.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can crawl.
Can you... You're moving at half. Is it half round down or round up?
Everything's round down
normally,
unless you
can
spend
spend a pluck to round up.
Yeah.
So that means he can move 2 inches. That's not very far. But it does actually get me out of line of sight of the gun and the grenades.
Yeah, we'll let him ride.
Let it ride.
All right, that's 3.
This hill ain't worth dying on.
Hey, that's one of the missions.
I'm gonna uncover secrets on my turn.
Nope. Unseal the past.
I'm pretty sure it's uncover secrets.
No.
Okay. I was just looking to see if the RCO was limited 1, and it is.
I wrote the mission. I would know.
So my turn.
Yep.
Ooh, what turn? This is still just turn 2.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if we make it to a turn 3 at this rate.
You have 2 pluck. I have 1.
Did I get a pluck for getting him out of action?
Whomst? Oh, yeah.
Mr. I can't kill a guy with laying on the ground bleeding with my sword. Can I jump on your motorcycle and drive around?
I'll give you a victory point if you let him do it.
Grand Theft Auto Cycle.
We're just gonna get real stupid.
Hell yeah.
Because why not? I only have 1 pluck though. Fuck it.
Fuck it. Let's do it live.
Well, you'll get one at the end for that objective, right? End of this turn.
Yep.
And then if you take anybody else out of action, you'll get another one.
There's nobody left.
I don't want to run off that point. Is the problem.
Oh, wait, we didn't score. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
You didn't have any. It was just Ryan. F.
Well, I'm gonna load this. I'm gonna shoot this at that guy.
All right.
1 range increment. I'll give you the brush. So that's a -2 plus 1 because of spotter. Oh, you don't get a response. So I need an 11. That does it. Guys that are out of action get hit
I wouldn't think so. Most
with a blast.
most things don't.
No.
You don't interact with them until they've.
So roll for him. I think it's a 9.
Okay. Nope. It's 4. 7. So
7.
that is pushed and gobsmacked.
We'll do the.
He's already gobsmacked.
Oh, he was prone. What did I roll on my shot?
More than 2.
Wait, what did I roll on my shot? It was 2 3s. Was it 2 3s and a 6?
Maybe.
That was what he rolled to save.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
It
What
was
your-
pretty
I
high,
don't
but
know
it
what
was
your
low
shot-
enough.
Oh, you rolled 10.
Rolled 10.
I rolled a 10.
And you needed an 11, right?
I need an 11. He was prone. So that would have been another -2. So I would have missed. But it would have been less than 12. So I move it 3 inches. So go there. So it only hit that guy. And then you rolled under. So he gets blast pushed this way. Or I rolled under your.
You rolled more than my toughness.
I rolled more than toughness,
but
so
not
you're-
double.
Not double. So
Yes.
you're just gobsmacked.
Right.
In the same place.
Yes.
Oh my god. My brain.
I just need.
You have a prone. We'll do pink for prone. Too many prone guys.
Everybody's laying around.
Alrighty. So gobsmack guys can't react, right?
Correct.
That was 2 actions. We're gonna do a squad move. Spin me pluck.
You're pluckless.
They're gonna sprint. This guy is gonna go onto the point. You can't get within. Was it 2 inches of enemies?
Yeah.
I'm gonna move these guys first.
I mean, you don't need to sprint. You just want to get on the point.
I'm trying to be stupid. Let me get off. Charge, men. This guy's gonna run out.
All right. Well, wait up, because this guy's going to interrupt.
Okay.
And he's going to shoot that guy.
Okay. I think he's got the light cover, but that's it.
Yep, which is ignored because that's a large caliber.
Large caliber.
And that is 8 inches.
8 inches. So he's within 1 range.
Yep.
What's the snap?
Snap is -3. So he's looking for an
-5 because I sprinted.
-5. So he's looking for a 6. Not very good. Nope.
And I can't react because I sprinted.
Did the other guy sprint as well?
Yeah.
Then yeah, he'll do it again.
All right.
Might as well. 6.
No.
Damn.
And last but not
I saw those
least,
2s.
ye old Grenadus. Since you ignore the cover anyway, what's the point?
All right, and he can't do it again because he's done 2, right?
Correct. Oh yeah, and you can't do it again. Is it? I can't get within 2 inches of guys.
Yeah, 2 inches.
Stay away from those bodies, men.
They could have diseases.
We're just charging down the front.
All right. How many actions is that?
That was load, boom, run. Oh yeah, this guy is gonna poke up on this corner. He was part of that movement.
He has to sprint, though, right?
That's true. He was
He
here.
just runs in a circle.
Yeah, he's just gonna. He'll go to the side of the bike. Why not? He's examining the motorcycle. He's really fascinated.
It's a cool looking motorcycle.
He's like, dude, why don't we have these? How royal are we if we don't have fucking bikes?
They got like horse things though, right?
That's Fidwog.
I thought all the
Weird
Royalists
swoosh.
had that.
I mean, maybe. I have to look at the deeper rules. That
Hey,
was
he's
3
within
actions.
2 inches of that guy.
What? All right, he goes blah, 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 runs out and runs back.
He actually might.
Is he still
not
within
be
2
able to
inches
do
of that
that.
guy?
He might have to come around to here,
Oh my god!
but he should still be able to be within
All right,
3.
yeah, he sprints around here and he's like peeking.
Yeah. So
You played
yeah,
yourself.
he's just barely on. Yeah.
He's gonna get as far out on that as he can.
Far out, dude.
He's like, no, bleeding bodies, gross.
Ew.
That was 3 actions. Do I have a 4th?
Yes.
Fuck.
Well, goddamn. You know what? Shooting has gotten real boring. Is it? You don't have to do a pluck to charge, do you?
I don't think so.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Huh. Well, all right. I guess I'll shoot you.
All right. Well, -2. Or being prone.
Yeah. That's just a raw -2. So I need a 10. This is from Grenadus. Are you? Oh, you've already acted twice this turn.
So I can't react. Right?
As I understand it, you can't.
Reacting is not a task.
Is it not?
No. Reacting
Right.
is just like you react when he's declared as a target. So
Oh,
you
then
can
yeah,
react.
I'm gonna. Let's see. He's prone, so he probably can't.
You can shoot.
Yeah, he'll shoot back if he survives. So that's -1.
So I need a 9.
Fuck.
I don't. I didn't manifest that. There's no magic. So he's out of action.
All right.
Do I have a 5th action?
Yes.
Come on!
Jesus Christ. I got a pluck, right?
Yep.
Yep. Oh, this is so unfortunate.
I have 3 guys that are still up.
Yeah. I see that. This is unloaded. That's fired, right? I loaded. I fired.
You only have one guy that's up now, right, Zach? And
No, 3.
3?
I have these
Well,
who are still up.
he's only got one guy
Well,
that's
they're
not
gobsmacked. Yeah.
gobsmacked.
And then I've got
Oh,
this
the
guy
out of
back
action
here.
is on the his guy.
All right. Well, this is my 4th action I'm taking now.
This is your
5th.
5th action.
This is my 5th action. It feels gross.
It is gross.
I'm not really having fun anymore. He's gonna shoot him. He's prone. He's 1 range increment. So that's -3. I'll give you the obscuration, so -4. He can't react because he's gobsmacked. So I need an 8. I fail.
Wow.
And that's the end of my turn. I don't have a 6 action, right?
Correct.
Hey, I'm the DM.
He gets 1 pluck.
There's an artillery barrage happening. Zach, place a die on the board somewhere. This will be your target area.
For an artillery barrage?
Yep. All right. Place another die within 3 inches of that one. All right, and 2 more chaining out from that one, 3 inches, and take the first one away. Cool. Roll 2d6 for me.
There's a huge Tyranid over there.
Oh, gross.
Like Cucaracha.
All right. Anyone within 3 inches of those dice takes a 1d6 plus 1 might roll using the blast might versus toughness chart.
1d6 plus 1.
Yep.
So do the loader first.
Get some accurate artillery.
5.
Gobsmack. I guess we can just put, if they're gobsmacked, they're prone. Sharp, spotter.
3. So that is push to the outer edge of the blast radius. He's toughness 4.
Yeah. So if he's, so like, are each of these like a hit? Or
Each of
this-
those is a medium blast template.
So I would think he would go this way.
Yeah.
It's about 1.5 inches. And he's not gobsmacked or anything. He's just prone though, right?
Nope, just push.
Oh, it has to be equal. Okay. All right.
Next guy.
Gunner.
2.
Is
So just pushed.
There's 2 blasts here, so I would say he goes this way. Right? It's kind of weird because they're caught in the middle of 3 blasts.
I don't know. You guys tell me.
And he's not knocked prone. And everyone within 3 inches of
Or within 1.5 inches, I guess.
1.5 inches. So do the
medium
sniper.
template.
3.
He is pushed.
Pushed.
My goodness.
That was it. Cool. All done.
All right. You drew a card, right?
Yeah.
You can take those dice away now.
This was all a trap.
So 18 inches is his maximum range.
Kind of turns off the gun for a turn, I think.
All right. This guy is going to sprint. And then I guess he will do his pistol multi-attack against the grenade and that guy.
Oh, shit.
So
They will both return fire.
with multi-attack, let me just double check this hasn't changed since my sheet. What's the new point? With multi-attack, each attack has separate targets. Each is resolved separately, including reactions. All targets are declared before any attacks are resolved. Each attack is resolved with additional -2 to skill. The Firing unit is wounded. Any remaining attacks are resolved as normal before the unit is marked out of action. Okay. So we'll start with this guy.
All right.
I think is he within just one range band?
Was it
one
6?
extra range band is 6, yes.
So 1.
So they're both at just a -1, -3, plus an additional 1 from that.
He's at -4. He's at -3.
-3, yeah.
All right.
And he is an able, so that's an 11. So we'll start with him.
All right. You need a 7.
He is 7. 13, not a 7. So reaction.
All right.
No.
He 1 range band. He sprint.
He did, yes.
Okay. 1 range band, 3 sprint, so -6. I need a 6.
Is that the cover?
I guess, yeah, you would get cover for that too, so I need a 5.
You have to do it.
In any other game, I would do it, suspended the pluck,
Okay.
and put him out of action, but he gets to shoot
does
Grenadas first.
Get to shoot Grenadas first. All right, so 6, 7. He needed.
He's at -3.
-3.
So he hits him.
He hits him. Yeah.
He's out of action.
I get a pluck.
I don't have any more.
Orange and pink.
Yeah, I guess. There's too many dead people on the field.
Well, just like we probably don't need the markers for out of action, right? You just turn them sideways. Just create a bunch of dead bodies. You know?
Yeah, I guess.
Clears up some of the mess.
You guys getting pretty busy. Makes it harder to tell where they're actually laying, but makes it more
Not that kind
cinematic.
of game.
We thought that other game was bloody.
I mean, the other game was bloody going both ways.
That's true.
This one is not.
I think that's on the side again.
We can just.
Yeah, he's on the side.
Take these off. I guess the guys that are gobsmacked need to stay gobsmacked.
Yeah.
I think it's only this guy. We got the double whammy jammy. Okay. So then he's down.
I feel like out of action should take away gobsmack, but there's like nothing that says that it does.
I mean, like part of the one of the recoveries is they
come up ready.
come up ready, or they are prone and gobsmacked.
If you come up ready, then that ready like gets rid of gobsmack.
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe that's what gets rid of it technically.
So they either come up ready, they gain gobsmack, they become gobsmacked, or they need to be carried. Can't move on their own.
Yeah, I think you can.
I think because they become gobsmacked, that implies that you lose gobsmack when you become out of
Yeah,
action.
I mean, like, however you come back up from being wounded.
I mean, not necessarily, because you can go down,
Oh,
go
yeah,
out of
that's
action and
true.
not be gobsmacked.
But, like, however you come back from being out of action dictates your state.
Yeah. So there's not really a reason to
There's
keep
not a
them
reason to keep
gobsmacked.
it, so they just tip them
Yeah,
over.
you can
and,
just get rid of it.
All right, so that was 1, 2.
1, 2.
So for my third, this guy is going to recover
And stand.
and stand. Actually, he's going to stay prone. So keep that ranged protection.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have a fourth?
You do.
Okay.
Yes.
And how far can I charge?
I think it's double your move. Up to double their movement allowance. Base. If they in base space contact the enemy, they may immediately perform a free melee attack task. Okay, so it includes the melee. That makes it the pluck price.
Yeah, that's why you charge to begin with. Yeah. Otherwise, you would just walk into them.
You can snapshot and overwatch the charges, but
you're pluckless.
Yeah, I'm pluckless, but you can do that at an additional -2 to your skill because you're scared. He has a charge of 10.
Do you have to be standing to?
Well, he just
charge.
I think standing up will just take a
-1 to your move.
-1, yeah.
So would that be before or after you double?
I assume after.
That would be 9, but that's not enough.
Yeah,
10
because it
would not
doesn't
be enough
subtract
either.
from your like movement allowance like characteristic.
Yeah, 10 would also not be enough. So it's immaterial. I want to see where I can get with a 9. All right, so yeah, he's just going to move there.
Sprinting.
It says 9 inches.
I cannot respond.
Okay. Do I have a 5th?
You do not.
Okay. That should get him on the point, though, which means it's contested. Yes, he's on the point. And so are you.
All right.
But you don't control it?
No, neither of us do.
F.
All right, my turn.
Rye turn.
Right turn. It's gonna shoot you. You're within 1 range band. No cover.
Which one is shooting?
The Yadril. And you can't actually respond to it because you can't do that unless you have Overwatch. Oh no, you can react.
Yeah,
you can't snapshot it.
Yeah, he is going to
return fire.
Return fire.
I need an 11.
There's nowhere to skip. That'll too. I guess there technically is.
There might be with the staircase. Maybe I don't know.
It's a bad gamble because I can't win if I do that.
I need what?
11.
11. So that's out of action.
F. The bloody battle.
I guess we're just gonna. Try to end this. He's gonna sprint up. And shoot the gobsmack guy.
He's prone, so it's -2.
Yeah, so I need a 10.
Wow! Did you blow yourself up?
Oh, what is that again?
You are gobsmacked.
So that's what a
It's a
7.
miss
16?
and gobsmacked.
Son of a bitch. And that prones him, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Well, so much for
Yeah, I'm gonna end it.
so much for the mercy blow. That's why you don't sprint and shoot your gun, kids. So that was 3 actions. Do I have a 4th?
That was, yeah, 1, 2. I haven't checked yet. You do not.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god, Ryan finally got a 3?
It's about damn time.
All right. This is the last one of the round.
Of the turn.
Of the turn, yeah. And there's 3 turns, right?
4.
4 turns. This is turn 2.
Yeah.
All right.
It's been a very active turn.
This guy is going to recover himself. That's 1. Oh, here's my
Oh, I
card.
get 2 pluck, right?
Yes.
For each point.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, and you put a guy out of action, right?
Oh yeah, true.
All right. He's recovering himself,
All right.
and then he's just going to charge this guy.
I will snapshot it.
You can't because you're gobsmacked.
Ah, you're right.
Are you charging or... Yeah, I guess you
Yes,
have to
charging.
charge. So that's
Yeah.
a pluck.
Well, I could just move, but charging gets me
No,
a
you have to
3.
charge because you have to be able to melee
Oh.
also.
Yeah.
And you only get 2 tasks a turn.
Right. Yeah. So I have to charge. So yeah, and then I hit him with my sword, and I'm going to spend a pluck to use powerful blow.
Ouch. Honestly,
Watch this one guy come back and just, like, murder everyone else.
I mean, that guy deserves it. He just ran up and his gun exploded in his face.
And now this guy's running up and just kicking him in the mouth.
Everyone who's tried to come over to this spot and do something close range has failed. This log is cursed. So you're at +2 because I'm down. Powerful blow is a pluck.
Powerful
Curse
blow
of
is a
the
pluck,
bog
so
log.
that's a +3.
+3.
And then it's melee 1 because, so it's a +4.
So that puts you at what, 15?
15, yeah.
Yikes. All right. He's just out of action. Let me get these chips out of here.
Well, he's not
What's it's a
necessarily.
4.
4
right?
automatic hit might roll is doubled.
Oh, this melee. I'm thinking-
Ranged is automatic out of action.
Yeah, I was thinking of ranged. So what's your might roll?
Might roll is 2d6. 6.
So he's just gobsmacked,
Still.
right?
Did you have pluses to that, though?
Oh, it's 7, you're right.
7. That's
From
still
powerful blow.
that's
not
still
enough,
just
because your
gobsmacked.
toughness is 4.
F. Is it set? What order are modifiers applied in? Because would that be a 7 or an 8?
Well, it's just +1 to the might roll from.
Right, but the might roll is doubled.
Oh, the might roll's doubled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So then he's out of action.
No, do I roll double dice or double the result?
Dice roll. Might
because-
roll is doubled.
My might
You
roll
have
is
as much
2d6.
information as
Hey.
I have.
He's out of action. I'm just gonna say he's out of action.
All right, so if I roll 2 extra dice, then that adds 9
Yeah,
to the
He's
result.
out of action. Or can he go further than that? Target is killed. We'll say he's killed.
One hero pistolier.
Yeah, I don't know if it talks about having.
Hey, not that it matters now, but an engaged rifler that is also prone may perform a melee attack without standing up
Oh, really?
at no additional penalty.
Huh.
But the prone rifler will continue to grant an opponent a +2 modifier to attacks until they get up.
You bite the ankles.
Yeah. I guess.
Doesn't matter in this
Yeah.
case, but
Yeah, I mean,
I remember,
He survived
I remember
that
that coming
combat
up
anyway.
yeah,
earlier.
you took that guy out.
Good to know.
So that guy went out of action.
He's just dead.
Yeah, he killed him.
I just killed him.
Oh, okay, sure.
That's nice.
That's still a pluck for Zach.
Because I don't know if it's like double the roll or roll twice. So I'm just gonna give him a kill.
Do I have a third action? Yes, I do, but I can't use it. Do I have a fourth?
Yes, you do.
I
But you
can't use it. Do I have a fifth?
No.
F.
Alrighty.
End of turn 3, and you get all of the points. Or end of turn 2. Round. What are these things called?
Turn.
Turns.
Turns.
Turn 2.
Each of the cards is a round.
Each of the cards.
So I get how many victory points? I control each.
It depends on the ratio. Do you fully control both of them, it looks like?
Yeah.
Yes.
So 6, so 9. You're at 9 now? Oops, that's pluck.
Yeah. I don't think it's possible for me to
It's not
change
worth. It's
that
not worth
with just
dying on
one
this
guy.
hill.
I can try and pick guys up, but with the blast, it's not going to happen. So,
Rip.
yep, rip.
Well,
GG.
GG. I commend you for keeping your spirits up during that slaughter.
The Arnyarans are learning that once you take land, you then have to hold it. Maybe time to pull back and rethink the strategy.
RCO is powerful.
That was really powerful. Like that, locking down that firing lane early was just devastating.
I think take that out. What you really need is like a sharpshooter.
Yeah, I was hoping to get my heavy rifles close enough, but they just whiffed.
Yeah, it didn't seem like you had a lot of long range.
Yeah, my longest range band was 8.
Yeah, but you only had a couple of those guys, right?
I had 3.
3. Yeah, like all my guys have range 8 base.
Yeah.
That's kind of their thing. You're also at like 11 skills opposed to 12.
Only my officers have 12.
I definitely like the changes they made with these new rules.
It seems like it feels better.
It's a little more balanced. I know with how this went, but like in how you like play the game.
In a normal game where the dice rolls aren't crazy lopsided and the card draws aren't crazy lopsided.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if there's a way to balance that without making it just a completely different game.
Yeah.
The like card,
Yeah,
like if the cards favor somebody.
Yeah. Or the
Yeah.
dice.
I mean, that's
Doesn't
just going to
matter.
happen, right? Like, that happens in any game with any kind of random element. At some point, it'll just, like, favor one of the other players.
You could do something where like if one player gets all of like the 5s in a turn, then the other player gets like
A bonus activation to use
point that
at
they
some
can
point,
use
yeah.
whenever.
Or you could just don't get a third 5. It turns into a 4.
Yeah, you could just subtract. I don't like that because it's always better to give somebody something than to take
That's
something
true,
away
yeah.
from somebody.
Because what was... Let me look at turn 1 here.
It's 3s, 4s, and 5s, right?
Yep.
So maybe if somebody gets all the 5s in a turn, their opponent gets 2 activation shits. And maybe they can't use them in the same round, but they can use them in the next turn over the course of the turn as the round swap. If the person gets all the 4s, then they get 1, maybe. Something like that.
Maybe.
Like that kind of scales and like balances it. I'd be interested to try something like that.
Yeah.
Because it is like if you're just not getting the 5s, you're just a little crippled.
Yeah.
And like the reactions kind of balance it a little bit, but
So for turn 1, you had 22 total activations.
hell yeah.
Zach had 14.
Jesus. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna house rule when I play Quar. If a player gets all the 5s, then their opponent gets 2 activation shits that they can use in the next turn. They just can't use them all in the same round.
Sure.
If they get all the 4s, you get 1.
Something else that I think was really influential is that the person who deploys first gets more cards in the first turn. And deploying first in a map like this is not vulnerable. So usually that's supposed to like make up for the fact that they saw you deploy and so they can counter deploy. We have 12 square inches in which to deploy.
Yeah.
So-
And not all the deployments are like the tight corner.
That's
like that.
true.
This is literally just this mission was like that.
Yeah. So like it
Most
could,
of them are like around, like on an edge of the board.
yeah. So like you could have seen where like say I put my RCO on like one side, you could have gone to the other side or something. This was like kind of like I only really had one path to go down.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this is deploying first in this is not
It's
as
not
punishing as 40k because the
nearly as
ranges aren't as weapons aren't as long ranged, I guess.
well.
Plus it's I go, you go. Or I mean, it's alternating activations. And
Yeah.
to an extent, instead of I go, you go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to try the like activation point balancing mechanic, just in case somebody gets all the good cards, the other person gets something back. That might be, I don't know. That might be a nice tweak, but
Yeah.
Y'all let us know what you think. Check out.
Arnyara will fight again.
Check out the zombie. I just forgot the
Zombie
name.
Smith.
Zombie Smith. Discord. There's very very cool people in there. Very helpful. If I did anything wrong,
I'm sure they'll
We
tell
did
us
many things wrong, I'm very sure.
what
please let me know if I did anything wrong.
Yeah.
I feel like even if I didn't do anything wrong rules wise, I feel like I did war crimes.
I definitely got some reactions during sprinting I shouldn't have gotten.
I think I
any of them mattered.
got a handful also, but I don't think it was.
Yeah, those weren't
You
super
know, when
influential.
you're as far behind as you were, I think it can be forgiven.
Yeah, they had extra adrenaline pumping.
Yeah.
Yeah, that RCO, that the blast weapon is tough.
I wonder if this needs to just be mathed a little bit on breakpoints. Like with the might and the toughness rolls.
Oh, like, I mean, I got like the first 3 might rolls I rolled. I was rolling like 8s and 9s.
That's true.
I was rolling
can't
high. I was
math
rolling
away.
high when I needed
Yeah.
to. I was rolling low when I needed to.
We should go back and watch the tape and then talk about it on Wednesday
Yeah,
after dark.
After
a retrospective. A
We're
lot
gonna
more.
talk about a Quar after action report.
Yeah, after action.
Yeah.
Never gonna say that
After
again.
action. Hate that. Sounds like
Yeah.
a slur.
All right. Well,
So join us on Wednesday and join us next Monday where we're finally gonna be playing Kill Team. So yeah, it'll be a good time.
check it out.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.